Hi, everybody. Welcome to TVON. My name is Blair. Thank you so much for joining us. It is Saturday, and we're so thrilled you're with us today as we get ready for 3 hours. Exciting jewelry, amazing values, and we have some special surprises as well. Now, as you know, if you've been watching the last couple of days, I've been lucky enough to give you a little preview of something coming up today. It is this fabulous ring on my right hand. That is our 3-row style. It's our 3-row that's brand new because it's actually got the largest oval diamonds we put together in a ring in quite some time. So actually maybe ever. It is really tough to do. We've got a very special 3-row band. Usually we would see something like this in smaller round brilliance. Today, seeing it in the larger, more impressive ovals, which means they're about 1/4 carats a piece. They're really, really important stones. They're fabulous VS, which is our specialty, and they are really, really affordable when we put them together somehow, some way. 3 carats in a band. Start doing that comparison shopping if you feel so inclined, because what you will find is nothing else like there, even if you are making your own jewelry, if you are somebody who is in the business. No way to do what we're going to do today as one of our big specials for our Saturday. So that's one of the great ideas, but there's more. We've got a few other pieces for you. The ring that I'm wearing on my left hand is something that is one of the prettier rings I have ever seen us do. I am thrilled about this. It is a bicolor tourmaline, but usually we would see those in a green pink variety. This is a little different. Feels like your summertime. If there ever was a gemstone for summer, your summer anthem, but in gemstone form, it is this gorgeous gem. So we'll see that one on the way. It's very important. It's really affordable. That's why it's such a special, and that's why I'll be showing it early as well, is because there's a great value associated with this one. And I know we've been featuring, so the JCK show is off and running, just a few miles away, 300 or so, but 289, but who's counting? I've done that drive countless times, but so it's 289 miles away from where I'm standing. Well, we are going to bring you a very, very special museum masterpiece. This one was actually something that I didn't think I was going to get to show you. It's been in a vault on its own. It was a little bit, well, I'll get to the story when we talk about it. It wasn't going to be here on display, but made a call this morning, decided that you need to see this piece. So luckily, I was a bit persuasive, and yet we're going to bring you a very, very special star sapphire today. So another museum masterpiece. Now, I know there's a lot of you talking about last night's, so I think it's fair to say that last night's emerald piece may very well go. So again, for the moment, I can only speak on this very moment. It is available, but probably not going to be long until we see that gorgeous emerald go, that certified stone. But today, something else brand new, and wait till you see the value I'm going to bring you on this star sapphire. Now, it's not just any star sapphire. It's about 27.5 carats. And with all that, you might expect maybe the star would be so-so, okay. It's an incredibly perfectly defined star. So this one is really important. So make sure you're with me for that. And that's going to be coming up. And it's got big diamonds as well in a 3-stone style. So love that. And also we have mandarin garnet that's new, tanzanite that's new. Actually, we've got a very special story on this tanzanite. It is, if anybody's into the angel numbers, 1111, you know all the significance that has and the meaning that has. We're going to bring you, I know this has been held off from all jewelry until today. And we put a very special mounting around it. So we have an 11 karat 11 square cushion cut tanzanite. It is museum reserve, of course, blue wing block D best. Wait till you see the value we're going to put together for you on that one. So I feel like gemstones have a lot of metaphysical, let me say that again, metaphysical properties, okay? And yeah, it's Saturday morning. So again, got that quick turnaround. So bear with me as we get the brain and the throat working. But this is a really, really special stone, and we've been waiting to share it with you. And we have a special custom design for it as well. And then we're going to see blue zircon earrings. We've got some, okay, tanzanite studs that are really affordable. Tanzanite studs, and I'm not talking about with diamonds. We're going to make this as simple and straightforward as possible. So tanzanite rounds goes for anybody, any piercing, great gift idea as well. So all that and more coming up in this show. And if you have any requests, oh, that would be priority number 1 as usual. So let me know what and anything you'd like to see. Anything. It doesn't have to be from last night, although there are some really cool pieces here from last night. So if that's something that you may want to call in, please do, because I've got them here for you. And then, of course, we've got anything from our inventory. It's all accessible for you on this show today. So let's get started with diamonds. We got a great diamond piece for you here. This is a really special one. It's a lot of great stones together. It's funny, I had a ring like this not too long ago. It was a couple of days ago, as a matter of fact, maybe last Saturday, something like that. And it was very, very similar in the style, but it's 1130395. This is slightly smaller because that I remember was 1.5 carats. And this one is 87 points. So, and then there's a matching pendant to go with it too. So if you like this look, but would like or prefer or want a suite, or you want to get the necklace version, we have it. So get ready for that. And I'm going to tell you right now, this is a big value. Wow. Platinum, 87 points in diamonds. Now this one, notice that they did a little differently here. To make sure that it's filled in perfectly, what they did was use 2 sizes of diamonds. Sometimes we'll see 1 size, but the bigger diamonds you go in round brilliance, it tends to, when you want to put them together circularly, sometimes what happens is there'll be a little gap. So what we see here is they used the larger stones really at the northeast, southwest, and center, and then it's the sides or the corners there where they added a slightly smaller diamond. So all together, of course, you've got the 5 bigger stones and then 4 more of the smaller. So 9 stones all together, a beautiful look. It's a nice wide platinum band as well. And here's how we make it very, very, very affordable. So this is just an exceptional piece, and I am thrilled that we have it for you. Now, let's just go ahead and make sure you know this is one of a kind, as most of the jewelry I have is. We are going to see a new Paraiba. It's a blue-green. It's almost 3 carats. It's incredibly affordable for what it is. There's that gorgeous tourmaline coming up. We have the match in the necklace, but I'm going to need requests as well, because Saturday is for shopping, Saturday is for saving, and we know that we can make that happen better than anybody else can. So here we go, okay? So thank you so much for being with us. It's a thrill to be with you guys on a Saturday morning. I know that we've got a big, gosh, it's our final 2 days of May, if you can believe that. So last couple of days here to celebrate a beautiful month of May. And you know what? I'm going to make this run really affordable and not $47.99. So that's really awesome already. And we're going to take it down for you. It is a beauty. We'll do that for $999, and I'll try it on for you next. And then we do have some yellow diamonds. I'll show you a yellow diamond necklace. It's kind of a diamonds by the yard feel. And then, ooh, this one's real small, but I'm going to put it on anyways. Oh no, this may be mine. You know that old adage when you go into the store, like I think about when I was a kid and we went and looked at like the breakables, you know, you went to the mall or you went to the department store and you looked at the fine china or the vases or what have you, and it was always the policy was you break it, you buy it. This might be you try it on and you gotta wear it home, because when I shouldn't have put on. But anyway, we'll size it for you. That's the beauty of what we do here. So again, we'll make sure, it'll take me a second to get that off. It's right now probably a 4.5 or so, and that is not my size. But I'll tell you what, we're gonna do a really special deal here, and $9.99 only for you there, and we'll see who's got it. And then we've got the matching necklace. It's gonna be a little larger in the necklace version. You're going to get a little more diamond weight, as I think it should, because we have more room on the neckline than we do on the finger usually. So yeah, that's pretty much how it is. I think if it were not the case, that may be a little odd proportion, but yeah, we'll get you a bigger necklace version. And then we do have, again, lots of requests from, I know I've been talking to a lot of you this morning about pieces that you might still be thinking about from last night. If you have any questions, again, best thing to do is always to see it again. I think that things become very clear. I mean, this is why we do this show, right? Is that you can see it and ask questions, see it in real time, see it live, see it on the hand, really get to know your piece before you even get it at home and see it for the first time in person. And that's really the beauty of shopping through this method. All right, so we're gonna show you, here's the necklace to match. It's gonna be a 104 diamond weight in the necklace version. So let me show you here, and then of course a lot more platinum. And it really is a very similar style. And then it's gonna come with a chain too, which is awfully nice, I think, because one and done, you know, one great piece. Now this is what I was talking about. This is the all larger diamond version. So here you're getting those, let's say 6 and 7. Yeah, it's usually the 7-stone style. That's what we usually see, and that's what you have here. Larger stone in the center, and then completing around it. That's 1130971. Let me know on that last ring for $9.99. And then again, one of a kind throughout the show. So make sure you look at this chain too. Look at this. This is a really beautiful curb link. I know sometimes we think curb link is just a standalone, like a bigger, beefier chain. Well, it's plenty beefy, but it's also got a carat 04 in diamonds in the 7-stone cluster, but also a really unique way to do a chain for a pendant, where normally they are what? Box links, rope chains, really small, daintier designs. Well, this is very, very, very special. And let me show it from a distance away here as well. The chain length, that I'm gonna have to investigate. It looks like a 16 here. And then here's what it looks like. And I think it's really, wide enough and strong enough where you could probably wear it all on its own too, if you like that look. But as far as the length of the pendant itself, let's get you a look at that one as well. And here we are with that beautiful kind of cluster, almost looks like a star from a distance away, doesn't it? I think less floral, more star-like here. And then you see it's about 7/8 of an inch from top to bottom. And then what we'll do is I want to show you there is a little adjustability. It's going to be a little difference there if you want to go 15 or 16 inches. But of course, you can always use a different chain as well. If you prefer, here's what it looks like from a distance away, just for one more size perspective for you. And you can see everything goes with that triple row diamond ring we're going to see later, doesn't it? See, it's winking at you. And then we've got this one going back up close for another another view, and we'll send it out. Well, I think it's time for this one to go, and no doubt it will. This one's going to be only, I think we should make this one a lot better than $69.99. We got to. I know platinum's really pricey everywhere, but we really try, no matter what the metal is, we're making it very affordable as jewelry can get. Really the beautiful thing of what we do. But that's what, that one's going to be $19.99, and there's the match to that last ring, or even the one we had last week, which was 1.5 carats. So that's going to be our only all diamond piece for today. Can you believe it? We've shown you two. That's everything as far as all white diamonds besides the band. Of course, the band is that really important special of the day. And if you are not somebody who shies away from a big diamond weight, get ready for that triple row band. We're going to see some tanzanite, color change fiends, a big museum piece that's always fun to just, I think that's the best part about showing you the museum pieces. Yes, we've done our part to make them more affordable than ever before, but also the beauty of seeing something that normally you would have to go, literally travel, unless you have a museum in your backyard. Now, some of you do. Some of you have museums in your home because you've got a little jewelry box filled with TVON jewelry, and that is a museum, right? The makings of one for sure. But I'm talking about like really crazy rare things that are beyond what we even bring on the regular. Let me give you a little preview of that because this is just too fun to see. And I think just to really captivate the attention of collectors out there, this is one that I know wasn't supposed to even bring this today. It wasn't even really going to be on the air, and big value. And my job is to make sure that they go no matter how rare they are. And that's really what we've been doing for the last couple weeks or so, to bring you these really special show highlights. And yet 112, 74, 76. And because these were all supposed to be shown before the JCK show started, but then we realized, well, wait a minute, everyone else may be leaving on Thursday evening, but you know, I'm going to be headed out tomorrow. So why not just show you a few last pieces, and that way we can get your last chance, and then anything that stays, I'll be happy to take with me, and then they'll still get their chance for a day and a half at the show. So that's going to be how that works. But this is a 2747, so a major size in a, yes, natural asterism star sapphire. It's the true blue color, by the way. It's not the powder blues either. Sometimes they lean more gray blue, which I call like a powder blue. It's a dustier, lighter saturation blue. This is really a fabulous blue color, and you can see here, it just looks perfection. Let's take a look at it there, and we'll see that star. Again, just a little preview of it, 2747. That's a carat 14 among two diamonds. They're round brilliant, so more on that at the top of the hour. And then for everybody who's been asking about yesterday's emerald, for the moment, still hanging out here. Please don't let that pass you by. These are once-in-a-lifetime opportunities. They really are. Never been able to sell or offer jewelry as affordable as these have been lately. So that's our star sapphire coming up. We'll get into a great value, but start thinking about it. I know these always, and rightfully so, they take a little bit of time to think about. They're not pieces that necessarily you're going to say, okay, no problem, one second, I'll just, yeah, let me try. It's a little bit more of a considered idea. Maybe that's not something you knew or where we had. That's why I'm bringing them out. That's what's been so much fun about these last couple of weeks. Now, speaking of museum, this is the one I was wearing at the very top of the show. What a gorgeous stone this is. Oh my, it's got the green. Now it's interesting because in different lights, I can't call it color change, but it's giving different colors. I saw a lot of golden, and then these greens, there's still a bit of green, and it's not like the deep dark greens we usually see. It's a little bit lighter, brighter, almost like what I would liken to, do you remember those color change Marilani garnets we had? Do you remember those? It looks like that, but it's tourmaline, and it's really mostly pink, but then it's got that green, and then there's golden that runs perpendicular. You see how really the top half there is pink, and then the bottom, maybe it's more like top 60%, lower 40% is green. But then what runs perpendicular to that would be these golden flashes coming from this emerald cut. I am so proud of this ring. I am so glad we have it. I am thrilled that we can blow it out at this teeny, tiny. And this is really so special. So yes, go ahead and let me know what you like here. 113-1272. Please remember to dial in very, very early. Happy to have y'all with us. Thank you so much. Hey there, Kirsten. Thank you. Hi, Janae. Thank you so much. All right, so here we go. Kathy's with us too. Hey, Kathy, thank you so, oh, you're so kind. That is really, that's probably the kindest thing you could say. Oh, that is so lovely. Oh, Kathy, I appreciate that. Tell you what, that's what we do together, right? We bring the gorgeous sparkle, we bring the shine, we bring a little bit of joy and happiness every single day. We deserve that, don't we? We really do. So glad you're with us today. This bicolor is huge. It's our, love this. So it's 576 in size. That's a very impressive stone. And I've had, as a matter of fact, I saw a little bicolor today that was a 2 carat. Now, little's relative term, obviously. But when you talk about a 2 carat, there's a 2 carat bicolor here. It's sitting here for $5,000 on discount. This one is, well, oh, 676. Gosh, are my eyes going? Oh boy, 676. I think I said 576. It's a 6 carat 76. So really, really impressive. 676, that's pretty easy to remember. 67. And then here we go with 30 points in the fancy cuts. I know that's so over. If I'm doing it, that's over. Yeah, don't try that at home, kids. We've already done that. Like the kids know, been there, done that. Sorry, Lolo, you're an old fuddy-duddy. But here we go with the 30 points in the fancy cuts and 25 points in the rounds as well. Take a look at this. This is a good one here. It's a really bright, look how beautiful. Talk about, there's like a little extra sunshine, and it's so affordable, I promise you. It really is. Yeah, it's like, it's watermelon, it's golden. It's kind of like, that's the summer anthem stone right there. That is your summer anthem gemstone. I think it is. You just want to bite into it. Looks like fabulous, like candy. These are all, y'all remember Jolly Ranchers, right? I don't know if they still make them. They probably do. Candy never seems to go anywhere. Seems like we've got, like the candy market stays, right? There's just the classic candies stick around. But with this one, it's that beautiful clarity. It's that gorgeous cutting. It's always traditional to see that fabulous emerald cutting. And look at this. That's some clarity for you. Big time. But see how it goes golden? I mean, I'm telling you, I looked at this in a dark office this morning early, and I'm going, it's pink and golden. It looks like strawberry lemonade, and now it's given the green. So it really is shifting there, just depending on the angle, the lighting. Look at that. It goes from there, you can see it, pink to golden to green, back to pink again. Fabulous cutting, super clean. Love the fancy cuts on the sides. It's yellow gold, and I think that's perfect. It's going to stay in the yellow gold there. And then what we're going to do is try it on, because you got to see. I mean, you probably got a glimpse of it from a distance away across the room, and now there it is. Oh, how beautiful is this? And you can see even a little bit of golden coming through now from this particular angle. It is a beauty, and it's not going to be that $99.99. I know bicolors are very pricey. I've had some sitting here for 10 years, and they're still here, and they get discounted, and they're still here. This one just got discounted from the jump. That is right now. That is today. That is going to be really important to dial in early, otherwise you miss it. That's all we can do. And it's nowhere near $99.99. I just want to flip it, because I love seeing it from different angles, because there's always something beautiful to see from all the different angles, and seeing how bright and clean for a nearly 7 carat. These are supposed to be included, and cloudy and hazy, and no, not that stone. That stone just saying, I defy the odds. Do you feel like you defy the odds sometimes? This is the gemstone that defies the odds. It's not $49.99 either. We only have the one, so call us early. We're busy on the phone lines, and it's just wild what is happening with this price tag. I mean, my job is to move every piece I have, and I've only got about 25 pieces here today, which is usually what I like to show in 45 minutes. So again, we would love your requests, and that's why I want to get to anything and everything. But if you're thinking about this one, let's just discount even further. Not $49, not $39.99. I'm just giving away jewelry. Listen, everybody else is out partying their you know what's off in Vegas. So you know what I mean? And it's really, I'm anxious to get there. I'm just really excited. I'm counting down the hours, that's for sure. But here's what we have for you to give you a better value on the 7 carat stone that is not going to be $39. Do you already have this one? They don't mind if I save them an extra. When do you do this? Say, sold, I'll take it, and then you get another $1,000 off. Jason, that's got to make them happy. $1,000 off, $29.99 instead. It's already spoken for. So, sorry, everybody loved that one. I know, me too. All right, so that's gone. Congrats. Who got that? $29.99. Can you believe it? It's already gone. So well done there. And then, oh, I have this really pretty feather design in a ruby. I love this ring too. Okay, we have 3. Okay, guys, we want to hold a little wait list there. Jason, if anything happens with your collar on the bicolor, let us know. We've got a couple people on waiting on that one. So, or do we have anything else like it, Andy, that we could bring out maybe? I mean, I know. Not maybe with that color, but something similar. And then, Linda, we've got your request too coming up. Real quick on the ruby, 1128468. This will not take long. And it is really bright. You remember we've been seeing great rubies. I saw one last night. It was an emerald cut, sold. We had a couple ovals, sold. We had ruby request the other day, sold. It's, I think we're getting ready for July, because we're only a month away now from July. So here is the way you get a gorgeous ruby. See, we love the brand new. The brand new goes, brand new, gone, brand new, everything. So here's one that we're just really loving this whole, it's purposely a bit diagonal. And I don't mean crazy diagonal, but just a little curve. You see how it starts over here and then it flares out towards one side, and then you've got that extra large diamond. I love how they do that little point at the tip of the feather there. It's our ruby with our 70 pointer, so not a small stone. 70 points, 40 points in diamonds. Here's how it looks on the hand. 2 ways to wear it. And actually, this one may be, it's another pinky ring size right now, which I actually think is beautiful. Look at how it just wraps around the entirety of the pinky there. So you can wear it that way or reverse it and get a totally different way that it'll directionally flare. But it's only going to be, well, I remember when this was $19.99, so what gives on this fabulous ruby? Oh yeah, it's discount day. We're doing all the discounts, getting ready for a lot of brand new coming in next Wednesday. By the way, Jason, I must know, may I say a congrats and thank you to whomever bought that beautiful tourmaline? Evelyn got it. Congratulations, Evelyn. Enjoy it. Way to go. All right, so now we're going to take this lower than $1,500, and we're going to send it out right now for $1,299. $1,299. There are very few Burma rubies anywhere that are, I mean, it just, that can be pause, end of sentence. Anywhere. There are very few Burma rubies offered anywhere. Fine jewelry stores usually do Mozambique these days, even at the $30,000, $40,000 per carat price points. It's really more typical to find Mozambique stones, this one being the Burma, being the bright, bright blue reds, and it is only one there. That's all I've got. Stays in the yellow gold too. On this one, there was a time when we had this mounting available in different colors. Today, it's only in the yellow gold with that ruby, but good news, that's usually the most popular combination with ruby and diamonds and just stunning together. So we've got a really special request. This is a new piece that I showed just a couple of evenings ago. So I'm going to show it to you now, Linda. It's 1130946. Okay? Let me know on the ruby, and then thank you all for being here today and checking in, and really excited to have you all with us. And then let's take a look at this one. This is that diamond pendant, and again, the ruby will go. Just let me know when it does. And then here's our diamond pendant that I was mentioning, has 3 rows. It really is a pear shape, but purposely dimensional here, because really it's a slide. So you're going to slip as we are throwing in the chain so you can see it. Box link chain comes with it, but it's a slide style in that your chain goes right through the pendant itself. You know, most are a pendant and then they have to attach a separate bail. I personally really enjoy when it's a piece that brings the whole design together. So your bail is really built in. It's all part of the design. It looks more sleek that way. It's platinum. It's a full carat in diamonds. You get the smaller diamonds along the outside. You get the larger diamonds on the inside, which are, yes, channel set, which when it's on, you see a little bit of space between each diamond. It really looks like they're floating in formation here. And you've got the chain, which is an 18-inch adjustable. It's one of those fine tuning adjustables, so you can make it any length you want, specifically up to 18 inches. And then of course it's 7/8 of an inch in the drop. But you see how we've seen this a couple times in front facing earrings where it sweeps around. Yes. Of course, that's always the next way I go about it. So you see it up close, and then you see it from the hand, and then you see it on the neckline. So that's where it is, and you'll see that here. So a really beautiful look, and you can see that's almost an inch in the length. And then of course you see here, well, probably easier to show you up close, but you see how it actually wraps around one side. You see the front of the diamond there starts a little bit more forward, and then it wraps behind that. Your chain, which is adjustable via that bead right there, is going to be all adjustable 18-inch max, which is where I'm holding it, and then you can go as high as you want. Let's go back up close. Yes, this pendant may be gone. Remember, it is a recap from the other night, a request, which I highly encourage and recommend if you missed any of the last couple of shows, and that one's only $15.99. Yes, Jason. The ruby ring is gone too. Our feather's gone. Thank you so much. And this one's gone as well. Thank you there. And then I have something really fresh and fabulous to show you. If you were walking the halls of the Venetian right now in the trade show, you would see things like this. Designer, spectacular, like gasp worthy, just, oh my gosh, I've never seen anything like this. Designer jewelry, and this is really an earring that is actually a little bit of what is, if you see it upright, the way it's going to sit on the ear, you'll notice it is a bit of an exotic bird parrot design. It's got mother of pearl and black onyx and diamonds and emeralds as well, all in an earring that is finished in the back. So you can see here how it's gorgeous finishing. It's item number 1130177, and there's a lot of attention paid towards these unique and unusual styles. So please dial in early because we don't see them often. Therefore, there's a lot of people who usually want to get something like this. And when we see them, they go quickly because of that reason. 1130177, 12 points in Colombian emeralds as your eyes that are bezel set. And then you have I love a fellow green-eyed girl there. So yes, love those. And then you've got it's the beak that's done in that black onyx, which we actually have a carat weight on, which is unusual, 23 points there. 201 in the mother of pearl, which is what you see kind of the neckline of the belly of the bird there, and then the diamonds all done in the feathers, which is 34 points in diamonds. All spectacular. In 14 karat yellow gold, they stay. This is a little bit of a drop. I don't mean a lot of movement or articulation, just a little bit lengthier than the lobe itself. And this one will be, well, it's a very important style. Thank you so much. Pieces are going very quickly today, as that will continue. Bless you, Jason. And here we go with a big value on this one pair of earrings, as I've got to show them first on so we can see all the perspectives, as we usually like to do. So, and there's a left and a right design too. So you decide whether you want these parrots facing in or out towards your facial features. Yes. This particular earring, not at all. No, I could even get you a gram weight if you need it, but I don't think we need to. I just think that no, not a heavy earring at all. It's, you see it's hollowed out. There's that under gallery, but it's still hollowed out. So it's gonna be, no, not heavy at all. I would say the hoops that I'm wearing, which are quite heavy, are yeah, I think these are a lot lighter than that even. And yet you see that design with about, well, I would say it's really close to 3/4 of an inch, and then I'll pop one over the ear for you so you can see. I'm going to have mine facing away, but again, I'm not sure how I would prefer them. So I think when you get them home, you'll play and you'll know immediately what you like better. But that's really where that great design shows up. And then of course we've got that big diamond band that I'm wearing right there coming up a little bit later today. Today's the day. We've been giving you previews of it for the last several days, and now today's the day we finally get to reveal the big debut. So loving that. But let's get these beautiful little exotic parrots out the door. So much personality to the earring, but all still done in fine jewelry, and they're no longer $75.99. Much better value here on this one-of-a-kind, unique, and all high quality. And boy, this lighting environment doesn't do a lot for the mother of pearl, but that is a gorgeous sheen to that mother of pearl. They just prefer more of your normal lighting environment. And we're going to do $1,499 only for the earrings. They're in yellow gold. They stay. One pair only, and that will be it. Just a beautiful personality piece there, and one only, and they're just so well made. Now we do have an Asher cut kunzite. That's actually one of those fancy cuts we've been seeing that had matching earrings last night. So we'll show that to you as well. And then of course, any questions, any requests, get those in. There's actually two kunzites to show. One's the new ring. One is a blowout on a pendant that is just masterful. It is one of our best in aqua. I know not everybody does combinations, like combination pieces where two different stones come together. We usually see one color and then diamonds around it. I've got a pendant here. You may know this one. Look at that. That is best of the best east-west set kunzite, and then it's got an aqua stacked atop. That's a Sierra Santa Maria aqua stacked on top of that. And it's all one piece, and there's a blowout for you on that one today. So very excited about that. And then here we are with there's a new aqua piece as well. We do have a Paraiba. It's a 2 carat 80, so a very big size in the blue-green color we adore so much, and the 18 karat gold. Let me flash that. Ooh, yeah, that's pretty. That looks like a good looking stone, maybe a museum masterpiece in its own right, but very affordable for what that is. So Paraiba lovers, get ready. We got a good one for you today. When we don't see a lot of 280s, I don't really see anything much over 2 carats very often, unless it's the bright greens or the purples. So the parrots are here, and they're fabulous. And then we've got those tanzanite earrings. They're coming up in about 1 minute. We're going to do the tanzanite earrings because there's so few to go around. I don't think that they're going to be enough to go around for everybody who wants one, actually. And they make a great giftable because they're still blue wing block Ds, so you don't have to settle for poor quality or mediocre quality in your tanzanites. We're going to bring you a very affordable option, but with a really spectacular value. All right, let's show you, let's just get to the earrings. Let's just go. We're ready. We're all there. We're ready. We're excited about Saturday. We should be. It's a really crazy good show. But let's take a look at what we have here, and we're going to go from one earring to another. Now, this is your stud. This is the classic style, and we did it right. These are absolutely the best of the best in tanzanite. You know that's what we offer. It's what we deliver. And yet could not be more proud of our martini set, meaning 3 prongs, which actually it's amazing how just 3 prongs instead of the traditional 4 can really change the whole dynamic of the earring. It can really change the look and changes the way it looks even in the ear. Yes, even on a stud because of the way it presents. Now, it's a very important value coming up. So I'm going to really have to encourage everybody to dial in on the early side here. for this one because there are very few to go around. And that inherently in lies the problem because there's just, it's a big Saturday audience. It's only going to be, I don't even have 2 handfuls to go around for the country. So, and I think this is the kind of thing where, especially I was mentioning how this is gift giving season in so many ways. Not that it's December and Christmas time yet, but this midway point, kind of that semi-annual point of the show is, or the year rather, is when we start to see all those different gift giving moments. Sometimes can be even a little bit, more challenging of a gift moment than even sometimes the end of the year holidays, because we're really doing a lot of things for the graduations and all those different kinds of events that are coming up. And maybe you're just treating yourself before you go on that summer vacay, and you want to have that perfect jewelry to accent and give you the perfect finishing touches to every single ensemble in your wardrobe. Well, this would be a great way to go if you're a tanzanite lover, because obviously we know our tanzanites are the best out there anywhere, and this is by far the most affordable way to get them. So it might be a first opportunity to try them if you have not yet. Let's say you haven't been watching all that long, because if you've been watching a while, I think at this point everyone's broken down and tried the incredible tanzanite and probably is thrilled they did. But it's also that important time to maybe share tanzanite with everybody else. Maybe you don't do rings as gifting, but obviously an earring makes it very doable. This is our stud. You're still getting a good size. This is a carat 10 minimum on the carat weight here in the rounds. They're glittering, of course, because that's one of the things that rounds will do, opposed to any other cut out there, is give you this incredible brilliant factor, but you're also getting solid yellow gold. They are only in the yellow gold, which is refreshing. And not that you see a lot of the gold, but that 3-prong set, centered post, butterfly backing, makes them the great size to work anywhere on the ear. That can be primary piercing all the way on up. So if you have more than one piercing, this is a great look for that as well. We'll take a look at them here. They're going to be, just again, a few to go around, 113-1329. It's going to be your item number. I am so proud we have them. But again, they are not going to last. That is a given. And there's something to be said right now, and you see the red flashes, that's always what I'm telling you, is really tougher to get. It is a little bit more unusual to see a lot of bright red flashes, number one, in this environment because it's a lot of light. But that's the thing about these stones, is that sometimes you got to go to a bigger stone, like a 10 karat or a 12 karat to see that kind of flash. Here's where you're getting that incredible red flash, even in what is a 55-point minimum stone in the round, but you're also getting a dazzling quality that the rounds give that no other cut does. So there's a lot to love about this stud earring, and it's simple and it's straightforward and it's very affordable, and I think that we could blow every one of them out for a price tag like $14.99, but the truth is that's nowhere near where they're going to be. We're taking a much lower. This is a gifting moment. This is not where I'm saying you have to only get one. You can get 2 or 3 if you want to. But just remember, that's what a lot of people are thinking right now. I might get more than one, and then that's going to deplete the quantity even faster. So that's really important to dial in. If you would already think, okay, yeah, I've been waiting for a great stud earring. I know maybe you got the need for stacking up the ear, creating that earscape with some color, or maybe you like to mix and match, do different colored stones together. Maybe you have a whole stud collection at this point, and you want to mix and match the colors. I love the idea of just putting together like different colors for a sports team, right? Every sports team has 2 primary colors. And if you think about whether it's your collegiate alma mater, whether it's your, where your kids go to school, maybe it's just that fabulous professional sports team you love to follow, and you're thinking, okay, yeah, I've got mandarin garnets. I'm going to pair them with tanzanites and make a beautiful look there that looks really spirited. Whatever you want. Maybe it's a tanzanite birthstone. It is the birthstone for December. It's an alternative for that month. So there's a lot of different options, but also the most important is that no matter what, you're giving the finest quality in tanzanite that exists. Here they are at 1/4 of an inch in diameter. Wait till you see them on the ear as well. Again, center post, martini setting. I love the martini setting too because you can set it a little lower. It doesn't, 4-prong baskets, they tend to sit a little higher off the ear, and I don't always love that look, especially from the side profile. So I really like to see the 3 stones or the 3-prong style because it makes it sit just a little bit better on the ear, and then you don't have to worry about it catching on things or being that piece that you accidentally brush out of your ear because you're brushing your hair and one day your earring's gone. It's just really, again, lower profile setting, usually the best way to go, but that's what they look like from afar, and just that color pairs up with everything. Purples, blues, and reds. They all 3 colors really individually pair up with everything else that you have, but it's really nice to see them come together. Best quality, not even $14.99. Look at all the reds. Red is really dominating here in this stone, and yet they're not going to be $14.99. I promise you, we're going to go a lot lower than that. And all you need to do is dial, because when they go, I mean, I can't bring them back. I have no more museum reserves. I have no more blue wings. I have no more any tanzanites, and I'll be very, very reluctant to show you anything that's not blue wing block D. In other words, when it's all gone from our inventory, when everything is sold out and sold through, when we have nothing left, do you think that it's really going to be a wise choice to bring them out in the standard quality, the block C material that's coming out of the ground now, and show you something that is many, many, many shades less than what you're used to seeing, and then have to charge you more for it because the going rate on tanzanite is so much higher than what we offer on the best quality? Take a look at this. This is a 110 carat weight minimum, and we're going to blow them out. They're not even $14.99 or $9.99. Let's keep on going. I mean, these are prices you are aware of, and you know, and you understand, and you know are of value. But I'm here to say, let's sell every single pair out. Again, fewer than 10 to go around for the entire country. That's why they're here early in the show, and they're not $9.99 or $8.88 or $7.77 or $6.99. We're going to keep on going because I love the idea of being able to say yes to 2 or 3 pairs if that's what you need. Put them aside. These are the pieces that I got to tell you, for this price, this is, you know, what you would spend in, you know, cash to put in a card for somebody's graduation gift. This is something you would say, like, maybe thank you to that person that helps you out all year. Or maybe this is the time when you leave on vacation and you've got a lot of people helping you out with the pets that stay at home, or, you know, bringing the mail in or doing the things around the house when you're not there. I'll tell you what. Give a long-lasting, memorable gift of fine jewelry that you don't have to spend more than you would on even a nice gourmet gift basket. This is how you do it, and it's weird to talk about fine jewelry in that kind of sense, but when they're this affordable, actually, let's go better than $6.99. I'm going to keep on going. We're going to sell them out. We'll get every single one out the door, and yours will be right on out to you. They're ready to go. They ship out on Monday. They're done. Monday is a day and a half away. So just think about it. You got a really, really special opportunity coming your way. You get this great giftable. You can tuck them aside if you're not sure who you're going to give them to or what occasion they're for. Just get them while you can. They're not even $599. I think $499 is probably going to sell them out in a little bit of a frenzy. We're going to go even lower than that, and I have nothing else today in my fine jewelry collection that I can do for this kind of price tag. So here is the way you get them right now before they're gone. They're not even $499. This is why you get a couple pairs. This is why you just say, I don't know who I'm going to give them to, but I know you're probably going to end up wearing them yourself. I mean, I've got more than one pair saying, I buy 5 pairs of everything just so I have enough to go up the ear. So this might be something you do for yourself. It might be something that you, again, get for that gift idea. What a piece to give. And the best tanzanite, not that light lavender lilac, the best and the brightest. And you know what? Let's go even lower than $499. Take them down even lower. Operators, you'll have to let me know exactly how many you're getting, please. I can't be overselling something I don't have. It's not possible to go get more. And by the way, they're $399 only for the pair. So get as many as you like. Please let me know how many you have. Do not delay in telling me, because obviously this could come down to just seconds difference of who gets them and who doesn't. So Andy, you want one pair? Jason, you want one pair? Allison, one? Okay, one there. All right, so let me know. We're a little backed up on the line, so bear with us if you're waiting on hold. Not enough operators to go around for everybody at this point. So just bear with us and we'll be right with you. $399. If you haven't told me how many you have, you got to tell me now. And again, solid gold. This is not a gold plating. This is not a sterling silver with an overlay. This is not some mystery metal. This is solid 14 karat yellow gold, which maybe you don't think is a big deal, but it's a big deal even, yes, in an earring basket. There was a time where we didn't need to think much about the setting of an earring. But you do now, because it's really, again, gold is that important where, yes, even the findings for a stud earring can be literally, well, it is hundreds of dollars on a wholesale level. About $275 right now for the findings on just a stud of this size. So that's impressive when you've got a $399, and tanzanites are the fabulous, fabulous, that's true too. That's funny. Sorry, I was reading a little joke that a customer sent me. Yeah, that's funny. It's true. Yes, closer to 7 though. It is, Kirsten. Yes, it is. That's funny. Yeah, it is. She said tanzanite. About a 6, 7 on the Mo's. Yeah, it's about a 7. So yeah, take advantage of it. I consider anything 7 or above wearable every day, but obviously no issue here because it's an earring. So yes. Oh, really? Okay then, Will, 1, 2, 3, I bet those are pretty much sold out then, right? Probably one pair left. Ah, I see. So yes, we've got an operator across the country who's getting a bunch, so okay, good to know. So it really cuts into our quantity. Let's give it 60 final seconds, then we'll be on our way, and that will be that. So tanzanite stud, and again, so affordable, so a nice way for everybody to shop the show, even if you're not looking for museum pieces that cost $20 or $30 or $40,000. We've got you covered on $399 fabulous studs. We'll see a great big kunzite coming up. Don't forget about about our parrot earrings too that we showed prior to this. They're still available. I've only got 3 pieces available from the show so far. It'd be our parrots, custom-made parrots in the gold, and then of course those 2 diamond pieces we started with, because the first items of the show are always going to be available because nobody's here at the beginning apparently. It's one thing I've learned is that, yeah, there's always inevitably. I should probably like show something totally like an iron or something at the top of the show. And you know what? Just like get the first 5 minutes over with. Like show something that we don't even sell, like the Christmas decorations that I see off in the corner there. I don't know, there's a random fedora over there that I've never even noticed before. Okay, that. So if I decide to do a little moonwalk later, yeah, I'll put that on and we'll do that. And then what else? We've got anything else that's worth selling? First couple minutes. Tony's ladder over there could do that. Tony wouldn't be upset to see that thing go, right? No, it's fine. Go ahead. But here we are, $3.99 last call. Let's get to our big kunzite. We've got the pendant, but we also have the ring. The ring is new. And then let's show that, because why not? This is the big ring. It's such a beautiful Asher cut. And we saw a fancy cut in an earring yesterday that would actually match really, really well. So just something to think about. I mean, they're not exact, but yeah. Oh, yeah. True. Tony, what else? Yeah, where did that go? It was huge. It was huge. It was like wasn't it like a life-size bald eagle carved out of wood? Looked like something you would put outside a government building, you know, at the top of the colonial building with the colonial pillars outside. Yeah, like something probably send it off to the south and put it on a big building out there. Yeah, I mean, right? Love colonial, right? We don't see that out here. See, when you go out to the south, you see these big colonial buildings and homes. It's really pretty. Okay, so let's talk kunzite. That's true. 113-1270 is our 10 karat 37. 1037 Asher cut, 35 points, 2 diamonds. These are like the fancy cuts we had around the tourmaline earlier. Yes, go ahead. Okay, do we still have them then? Because I've lost count. We got a little frenzy of phone calls after I moved on. So check and see what we got on the tanzanite earrings. I think those are real close to sold out. And then here we are with the 1037. Now diamond weight is going to be 35. So 35 among the 2. So you figure you've got about 17.5 points there on either fancy cut diamond. They're like a half moon, but with a point. They really are a fancy cut. They really are. They've got one straight edge and it's all one stone on either side, but you see it's got a pointed, it technically would be a pentagon because it does have 5 individual sides to it. So yes, but it's got that little point, so it's almost like trillion meets half moon. Love the pointed way it goes out towards the sides, and we're going to make this in the white gold only here. And a fabulous piece. It would go with the pendant we have coming up, which is the big emerald cut. Ashers and emeralds look great together. I think ashers and radiance look really good together. But bottom line is, if you have a great stone from us in kunzite, the saturation is what is going to be difficult to match anywhere else. That ours will. This is a really beautiful stone, and look at how that balances the carat weight. I like to make sure you see it here on the hand because 35 points in diamonds once again on the sides, but 17.5 points apiece. That's how we got there. But again, when you see the beautiful way that you're still getting a lot of flash from that Asher. That Asher is bringing it. It is. It definitely is. And do you see what I mean? It's a 1037, but it doesn't feel overwhelming. It doesn't look crazy large. It just has a really nice, great kind of balance to it. Yes. The studs are sold out. Congratulations on the studs. Thank you so much, everybody who shopped the Tanzanite studs. Now here we go with the one-of-a-kind kunzite ring, and call me in a hurry because no, I'm not doing $69.99 today. That, and I even love the corner prongs there because it's really just, again, kind of a fold-over style, wrapping over the sides there of that stone. There's so much blue. I always tell you, look for that blue. Look for that ultraviolet. Not a blue like a sapphire blue. It's like the ultraviolet blue, like putting the white t-shirt under a black light when it just glows that purpley blue. That's what I'm talking about that's coming through on this stone. And we'll blow it out. $1,999 instead on a 1037. And structured with all that beautiful gold around it. Love the way it's done. Very modern type of feel and edge to the setting there. And then we do have that bigger emerald cut if you want a big pendant in the kunzite. We can bring that as well. And then yes, top of the hour, about 16 minutes, we'll see the more in-depth presentation on the star sapphire, our 27.5 carat star sapphire. Very impressive. And then $19.99, we'll see who's got that one. And then onward we will move. Just a couple of pieces available from the show. It would be 3 only, the parrot earrings, and then the 2 diamond pieces we started the show with. So that is what's available, and we can recap those for you as well. If you need to see them, let me know. We can help you out with that too. And then our last call, maybe 30 seconds on the kunzite. And then there are other earrings today. We got some big earrings that I decided to bring out that are all on clearance as well. So that's going to be exciting. Okay. Ready? Somebody's got to get that. Can't move till that goes. That's just too big a discount to leave it here. That's for sure. Way too big a discount to leave it hanging out here. Very impressive. And who would like the kunzite before we go? Wow, there's a big tanzanite deal too. Now, I know we're just minutes away, 15 as a matter of fact, from showing you the museum masterpiece today. However, last night, a few hours ago, there was a museum masterpiece in an emerald. And I'm getting some questions about it. So let's go ahead and show this for what is likely to be the last time on the air. Just a quick little recap in case you were not with me a few hours ago in the evening last night. It tends to be a different audience Friday nights versus Saturday morning. I am very excited to show this to you. First of all, look at that. We're ways apart right now, but I think that's really a tell when we've got a stone that is that kind of glow from the distance away we are. This is the GRS cert. It's going to come with it. This is the cert that is done on the gemstone itself. So that emerald has a full GRS. That's the Gem Research Swiss lab. They've done a full workup and a full, certification of that stone in the center, which is our 280 private collection in the Colombian emerald. Now, this is the classic 3 stone, but upgraded. And first of all, when you see a stone like that, it looks like it's glowing as if it's powered by electricity. And from this distance away, to see a stone like that, that is powerful like it is, to give that kind of glow is very much, I think, really showing you what this emerald quality is all about. Emeralds are never really going to be perfectly clean. They're actually quite the opposite. They're usually so cloudy and so completely included that they're opaque. So what's opacity? Well, the window behind me is transparent, and then the wall behind me, or for that matter, the TV screen, those are opaque. You can't see anything through them, and that's how most emeralds are going to be as far as their look. And then what we talk about is sometimes if it's a really good quality, there'll be a little bit of glow. It's still pretty much opaque, but there's a little glow that'll come through it. When you see a stone that is this size, and then it's still giving enough clarity where you're seeing actual, like the back of the stone, the faceting, where you can read the facet pattern of the stone, that's really, again, a tell of how clean this is. And it wouldn't be a museum masterpiece. I've got emeralds all the time. Just emerald itself isn't necessarily museum worthy. This stone is because of its size, its clarity, its quality, and of course, I mean, you can't blame the fact that it's set this way either, with the 70 points in the diamonds that are upgraded as well to yellows. So let's take a look at this. We're going to move the kunzite aside, bring this out one more time because there's so many of you who've been asking about it since we saw it last night, just a few hours ago, and here it is. So just again, a last call on this one, 111-0714. It is no doubt going to go because, well, there's just a value. There's a value associated with it that is making it really special. Now look at that glow. There is not just, we're as up close as you can get, 10 power magnification. I've zoomed in so that we're seeing a really important look. But then you get 18 karat gold, 280 on the stone, 70 points in the diamonds. There's a 35 pointer on either side. They're pear shapes. I really have to, I mean, this is such a wide ring. Let me move it all the way to either side so you can get a good look at each of the diamonds because they're important too. They're not throwaway add-ons, maybe just a little, an afterthought. Those are hand selected to be some of the best VS yellow diamonds to go around the stone where, again, can you read the facet pattern? That's how I always, as an emerald lover and as an emerald expert, have been studying emeralds before I was in the TV world. I've been studying emeralds since I was a kid because I was fascinated with my own birthstone. And yet you look here and you see that 18 karat stunning gold. You see the beautiful way the band is set in a nice heavy way because obviously it's supporting a bigger stone as well. Diamonds are both bezel and prong set, so a dual setting for the diamonds. And the cert, in case you, well, if you're seeing it for the first time, let's show you a look at the cert here as well. With the hologram up front, you open it up, you're going to get to know a little bit about your stone, the photograph of your stone, natural emerald in there, of course, the 280, and it's a 9mm square. And so then you've got the brilliant faceted cushion, and of course, insignificant as far as any kind of treatment, and then Colombia is your origin, which makes it the top origin in the world. And so that's the documentation that's coming with it, and, well, I just think 59,000 was amazing, and yet still got to offer what we're doing to must go. This is the must go element of museum masterpieces. And yes, it's a little extra look at it from last night, just because so many of you said, well, let me see it one more time. And that's always what I recommend. These are pieces that you do need to give it a little thought, right? Mull it over for a bit. Think about it for a second. You know my rule. I give it 15 minutes. And then if it's 15 minutes, I'm still thinking about it after 15 minutes have gone by, 15 is what I give it. Then you got to have it. You got to have it. You try it. And you still have a money-back guarantee on everything too. So there's still that opportunity where you're not stuck with anything, including the museum pieces. You still get it at home, see what you think once it arrives, and then make the decision. So that's good too. And then here we go, 59,000, not gonna be. We're going down below $15,000, which is really the staggering part of this. And we're making a 280 Colombian emerald that's certified, only $12,999. So, and there's another museum masterpiece today in 10 minutes. So just want to let you know, and here's what it looks like on the hand. So you've seen the far away across the room perspective. You've seen now the up close and personal, as close as you're ever going to get. And then here it is on the hand, and it may be sold, and I think it is. Congratulations. So there it is on the hand, and look at that. The glow. It's funny how it glows, and almost, maybe it's just because I was looking at those pear shapes, but it almost looks like there's a segment, almost like there's an individual pear shape on all four sides of the stone, the way it's glowing, doesn't it? It's beautiful. So congratulations on that one. And then we're going to show you our pendant. Here's the pendant that's got the kunzite. If you don't mind, I might actually stack it upright for the moment, just because, well, the job is to see it as close up as possible. And the idea here is that the angle is important too, because I was even setting up a little something earlier for our tanzanite later to get the angle right so that we can look at it from the right perspective to appreciate the quality. But I'll move it around. It's 112-6554, and this is the kunzite. Now it's going to sit like so, because that east-west aqua is actually set atop the emerald cut here, and that's going to be 112-6554. Look at that. Wow. That is a real beautiful stone there. And of course sits like this, so that aqua is your bail, essentially. And then you put your favorite chain beneath it. It does have those very similar cornered prongs like the ring did, but they don't fold as much over. So it's really exposing as much of that gorgeous neon kunzite as possible. 18 carats 11 on the kunzite, 174 in the aqua. Let's show it on the hand here as well, so we can do the size perspective and then show it on the neckline. So that's how it's going to sit. Like so. Beautiful colors. Then as far as the length and the width goes, 3/4 of an inch. Let's check that out together. Sure enough, it is 3/4 of an inch. And then as far as the width, let's do that too, because that east-west might as well show it this way, and it's about the same. So interesting. You'd think it might be a little longer. It's kind of the illusion of it. 3/4 of an inch as well in the width of the piece. Here's what it looks like from a distance away. So you can see how beautiful. This is always a better light to see the neon stones because it's less lit over here. As you can see, it looks like there's a shadow. And that's because, again, this is where I stand and it's not lit as well. And that's, you know, because, well, nice little perspective here to see how that neon's really going to look in real life. The aqua's looking a little darker and more saturated. So is the kunzite as well. And what a fun combination to get. I mean, the beautiful baby blues that are bright as can be, and then the kunzite as well. Let's go back to the close-up and show you one more time before we get it at home, because that one, next time you see it, it'll be at your house. And this is exceptional. And then it's got great basket work too. It's going to set it up just enough, keep that culet raised as it needs to be. And then you've got the big value here coming down from that $8,999. Much lower than that for you. One big stone. And don't forget, our 3-row diamond band is coming up today. Today is the day. We've been looking at it all week. It's coming up today. So very excited about that as well. But this one's going to be $2,999 instead. So there's another big time value for you right there. And it is just the dynamo of a stone there with the aqua as well. Very unique combination because there's a very saturation, big saturation to the aquas that we don't usually see. I think had it been a lighter aqua, I don't think it would have the same effect nearly as when you get that deep saturation of the aqua with that beautiful neon of the kunzite. So it's all working together, isn't it? And that'll be a one fabulous only deal. And then we have that mandarin, new mandarin today. New mandarin garnet. There's been a lot of attention towards mandarin garnets the last few days, really last few weeks. Look what I have today. Wow, so perfect. Not everything needs yellow diamonds around it. This one, I don't think it could be more perfected than what you're seeing right there. That is going to be coming up in this show, and that's brand new. So we'll see that. Plus, it's almost top of the hour time. We got 5 minutes. So what I'm going to do is our little earring special wheel. We've got 3 pairs of earrings to show you that are normally $69.99 or more. What I'm going to do is bring them on down. So get ready. Here we go. $3,000 on that one, just $29.99. Here come the earrings. Now, speaking of the mandarins, here's the one and only large mandarin garnet earring we have. These are all one-of-a-kind pairs. You're about to see 3 jumbo pairs of earrings all on the wheel at once. Then we go into, you think that's rare? Look at this. We've got color-changing sphene as well, and I'm going to move these over just a touch because there are your radiants. And sitting upright for us here in that stack style with that halo and diamonds, look at this. That's the radiant cut, perfectly matched. Color change sphene. Oh my goodness, look at that. That's a beauty. It's really tough to match these stones, and yet the earrings, of course, we always forgive if they're a little bit off because one's going on one side of the face and the other's going on the other. Those are just perfect. And then this is going to set east to west, but they do have that diamond point at the top of the earring. And this will be purple Paraiba. And we have loved our purple Paraibas and rings, rarely seen them in anything in earrings. Well, here you go. So this is a nice little trio of some very important earrings. These are not your basics or your been there, done that, seen those before. This is a more high-end way to do earrings, certainly, and we're so proud to bring them to you. What a great look. Of course, all going to stay, well, actually, we can change the gold color on the copper bearings, and then the mandarin garnets and the sphenes are going to stay as they are. So mandarins are in the yellow, the sphenes are in the white, so they'll stay as they are. We got about 4 minutes until our top of the hour, and our huge 27.5 carat star is coming out in a minute, but let's get you a great value here on our earring blowout. So again, let me emphasize one thing here, as we're only 4 minutes away from our star sapphire presentation, which is our museum piece of the day today. That's going to be coming up for you at the usual time. And I was, again, not even supposed to show this to you today, but again, made a special concession. Got to get a couple. I really want to, there's one I'm really trying to bring for you tomorrow too. So on condition of, if it doesn't go, I can bring it out to Vegas with me when I go tomorrow. But here's the deal. We've got 3 gorgeous pairs of earrings. The blowout is exceptional here. Really is. So get ready if you're already thinking about one of them. These are 3 stones we don't see very often in earrings, certainly. The color change sphene, tough to match up as we said. The big mandarins are also, it's one of the most pricey stones in the world. It really is. It was only discovered in 1991 and then a few years later gone. So it gets a lot of money for mandarin garnet, up there with the price of Paraibas. So really nice to see the mandarin garnets here in a larger size as well. And then you have the purple Paraiba. So it just doesn't get much more rare than that. And these were all, like I said, $69.99 or more. We're doing a quick little blowout just to make sure all 3 pairs go right now. Take a look at them here, and then we'll see what one you like the best. And we can always, oh, thank you so much, Suzette. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I was just about to ask Jason who picked it up, but now I know because I got your email. So thank you. Enjoy it. I am so excited for you. Nothing better than, I don't think there's anything better than anticipating a piece coming home that you love, but when it's a museum masterpiece that's coming home, very exciting. Okay, so now we're going to go, I know I get a secondhand excitement for all you guys, really getting ready for your piece to arrive, but let's talk carat weights here. 280 in the Paraibas, 4 points in diamonds. The mandarins are going to give you 296 in the ovals. That's almost 1.5 carats each. And then you got 40 points in diamonds. So big time value. Those were actually $69.99 was the minimum price, just so you know, because some of you are probably going, I've never seen those for $59. You're right. It was $69.99 or more. And those mandarins were actually the most pricey of the bunch. And then here are the sphenes, which are actually $280. One more thing, they're 18 karat gold here. So that's our only 18 karat gold. $280 in the radiant, 7 points in the baguettes, 21 in the rounds. So it's sophisticated styling here for your halo as well, and a really rare match. So let's get them all out the door. They're not going to be $69 or anywhere near that. That would be fair enough because you're taking the lowest price of all 3 and saying, here, take any one you want for that low price. We're actually instead discounting them much further for you with our last couple of minutes in hour number 1 of 3. So only 2 hours to go. Museum masterpiece kicking us off next hour, just about 1.5 minutes away, which means I got to make sure these go and quickly. And they're not even half this price at $3,500. Call me quickly. They're all one onlys. These are larger studs. They're more like a button style or a bigger earring that is going to give you a lot of presence while still sitting closer to the ear. So means very wearable, but also very noticeable. I don't know what the point is of wearing an earring no one's going to see. This is one that gives you those big presence, big size. Let's do better than $35 or $29.99. much better. As a matter of fact, I don't think you want to wait too long here. This is going to be a little frenzy, just like our tanzanite stud earrings I had that are indeed sold out. These are not $29. Let's go even lower. It is the lowest price we can deliver to you. So the lowest price possible is happening now. It's not a time to wait and say maybe they'll go lower one day. There's not even that option when they're already sold out, and that's where they're going to be going. No question about it. It's just one of those deals on a Saturday morning where we're saying, here they are. Take them while they're here. Let's blow out some jewelry today and make you happy and get you the best of the best of the best. And here they are for better than $29. They're better than $25. Even $24.99, I don't see anything wrong with that price tag except it's under cost. And I think that's what's appealing to everybody out there is under cost, I'll take them. I think we know that's a value when it's under our own cost as the manufacturer. But let's take them lower than even 24, 23, 22, 21, 2,000. Let's make them $1,999 while they last 60 seconds as our top of the hour has arrived. So if we have anybody just tuning in, welcome to you. Welcome into our big Saturday together. We've got a huge value right now. An even bigger value coming up in just moments with our museum masterpiece must go. That is a little extra surprise that really was not supposed to be here at all on the air ever, ever, ever. We're going to bring that out for you. It's a huge value. Don't worry, I'll discount it. And then we've got very, very special pieces like our 3-row largest diamond band we've brought. It's a 3-carat style. It's a 3-row style. Think about that, 1 carat. It is 1 carat per row. And yet they're all big stones. You know how usually we do a 1-carat band with 7 stones, sometimes 5 stones? Not today. Huge stones coming up in a band like we've never had before. So that is exciting. Get ready. It's been something you've been asking me about all week. Today's the day it finally gets to debut. $19.99 our earrings. All right, I'll scoop them up. And we'll move on to our museum masterpiece. Now, this is just one more museum piece today. That's it. I've got already seen one museum piece out the door, and we're going to see another here coming up. So this is, and I did preview it, so a lot of you have had a little pre-look, like a little sneak peek of this 27.5 carat blue star sapphire. Oh my goodness. Whoever thought? I mean, this is like a moment that if you told like rookie show host Lauren Blair that one day I would be showing a 27.5 carat, I'd be thinking there's no way that was on TV. That must have been at an auction house, or did I start working for Christie's or Sotheby's or Bonhams or something like that? This is incredible. Absolutely incredible. Welcome into our Saturday show, everybody. Glad you're with us. We are live from Los Angeles. My name is Lauren Blair. This is TVON. And we have 2 hours left to go today. And that 2 hours is going to include some very big values like the diamond band I've been wearing all week that we've been previewing. It's right there on my ring finger there. So we have a 3-carat oval diamond band, each and every stone huge. So we'll talk about that in just a little bit. But we have this gorgeous star sapphire, and it will go. This has been something we have, yes, it's had one time on the air. Many, many, many moons ago. It's 112-74-76. It's 27.47 in carat weight. I get excited normally when we have a 2-carat blue star sapphire, a 2-carat. This is a 27.5 carat stone. Let's just even pare it down a little bit before we talk about the star and the asterism, that actual phenomena that's embedded in the stone. Let's just talk about it in the most simple terms here. How about a 27.5 carat sapphire? Let's think about how that works. A 27.5 carat blue sapphire. True blue. This is not a grayish blue. It's not a dusty blue. It's a true, beautiful, almost like really a cornflower blue. 27.5 carats in size. Natural sapphire material, and then the phenomena aspect of the asterism with it. And then we added 2 huge diamonds. That 114, you might expect a big halo or a lot going on, split shank, diamonds everywhere. It's just 2 diamonds, 2 round brilliants. They are they're really close to 60 points a piece. So over a 1/2 carat, white, bright, round, brilliant diamonds. It doesn't get much better than this. As far as rarity and unique and phenomenal, take a look at it. This is not going to last, okay? We know, we're ready. We're ready for it, and here it comes. I'm going to show it on the hand as well. Call me quickly because I don't think it's going to last. There's a lot more collectors out there than there are museum masterpieces. And today, again, the whole idea is we get to bring them down in price. It's one thing to bring it out and say, here it is for $2.6 million. Even putting a price tag on it at all is the challenge. That's the beauty of the museum masterpiece. This is going to end Tomorrow, I'm going to try to convince one more piece to come out because, again, the beauty of it is I can always take it out tomorrow. The show has already begun. These are all supposed to be, again, displayed at the big JCK show, the most glamorous, elegant trade show in the world as far as jewelry is concerned. It's a definite who's who. But in recent years and still now, 2026, mostly taken over with a lot of the lab-grown stones. Well, can you imagine? It makes the rarity like this even more scarce, even more unique, and even more valuable, if you ask me, when you can't find pieces like this anymore out and about. And when have you ever been able to have access to a 27.5 karat blue star? Let's bring it down below. I'm not going to ask for $2.5 million. I'm not going to ask for $100,000 either. And these are really just, again, the whole beauty of this part of the show that we've been doing the last couple of weeks is that these are not normally for sale. For sale or on sale. Now I'm doing both, for sale and now on sale, where you're not even spending the $84,999 that I would really rightfully need to get to just make this happen. Today it goes lower, and then, by the way, I don't know if I can do this, but let me see if I can leave my hand there and block a light. There you go. And this is the benefit of having long arms. Although that doesn't feel great on my back. So let me do the other light, show you there. That one's harder to reach, but there you can see. Look at how defined that one star gets when you see it like that. Look at that, six-legged star, all natural, true blue, amazing. So there again, 2 lights equals 2 stars, 1 light equals 1 star. Look at how gorgeous that is. And there are your big diamonds, and it's going under $84,999. It's in solid platinum. It feels great on the hand, and this is the reason why. Oh, one of the most beautiful patterns underneath forget about the basket. The basket is the undergallery. The undergallery is the basket. It's got this almost like little harlequin pattern of diamond cutouts all through the inside where you can still see the beauty of your stone and its color from beneath, but you've got the great way, and this is why it felt so good going on and off the hand, is the way it was gliding. Well, that has everything to do with the way that's made from the inside out. So yes, rest assured you've got a lot of metal presence there as well. And look at that, all done to perfection. That is hot. We're not doing $84,000, even half of that. $42,500. Here again is what I was doing from a distance. Look at it now. Look at the impact that makes. This is what it's going to look like when it arrives home. You can always put another light source on it and get two stars, but look at that. One, here's the other. All the way, stretching all the way to the edges of this stone. It's not 42. It's not $30,000. This one will go. It's an investment to make in your own museum collection. And yes, if you have anything from us, you've got the makings of a museum collection, but there are certain pieces and certain ideas that just take you up to a whole nother level. This is one of them. And it's not $30,000, it's not $25,000. This is one of our more affordable museum pieces of the entire little mini series we've been doing. And it's not even going to be $20,000 to own it. Like I would say, if it helps to split it up, you want to put half the charge on one card and half the charge on another, go ahead, no problem. We understand. It's the availability that's lacking in the world for a stone like this. So the fact that it's here now and available at a price drop like this is really what makes it. It's not $20,000. Even lower, and then we're moving on. Don't worry, we'll have plenty of affordable today. Just want to make sure that we have a moment to get anybody and everybody museum masterpieces before you saw one go earlier today. Let's make it better than even $15,000. I'm not sure how this breaks down per carat yet, but trust me, I'm going to do the math. It's not $14,999. It's going even lower. I will drop this to the absolute lowest and we'll make it $13,999. And keep in mind, that comes down to about $500 a carat, which no sapphire, even the janky ones out there that just are like standard blues, the deep dark navy blues that are all, 1 carat, they're not $500 a carat. That's where we're at right here. And yet with the 2 huge diamonds, those are really worth something because, well, think about what they'd be in a stud earring. Thousands of dollars for a stud earring like that. And essentially, there's your big stud earrings beside a stone. We had to go big, though. If they were smaller diamonds, even if they were 20 pointers, they would not be large enough to sit proportionally next to that stone. So $13,999, incredible value on that 2747 stone. Amazing. I think I did my math wrong. Did I? I said five, wait a minute, let me see, 13,999. Hold on, I gotta just, it's Saturday. Let me do my math. Am I right or am I wrong on the math? Okay, 500, just making sure. Okay, so there we go. Yeah, I mean, it's amazing. I'm thinking, that's not right. It is. So you've got a huge value there. Take advantage of it. 85,000, the lowest we should ever get. We've just dropped it to 14. That's the must-go element. You got one chance to get it. It's today. Think about it. You got a lot of people thinking about it. That's fine. Give it a couple of moments, but rest assured, like most of our museum pieces in this mini-series the last few weeks, they've been going. So that will continue to happen. And again, I'm hoping to show you one more as our grand finale tomorrow. I'm hoping. Still kind of negotiating on that. But again, really would like to bring you a big value tomorrow as well for our final museum masterpiece. So that'll be coming up tomorrow. And by the way, the Diamond Band is only going to be another few minutes away. We only got about 20 minutes. So what I want to do is show you something else. Knowing that we've had this big museum piece here, let's bring us all back down to earth here, shall we? With an earring. I'm going to show you an earring here in a blue zircon. This has been a hot stone of late too. Feels like that summertime bright turquoisey blue, that blue green, almost like, again, it's really like a bright turquoise, electric blue. And this is our earring, 113-1279 is your item number. We've got white, yellow, or rose gold as an option, and fingerprints not even included. We won't do any extra charge for that. $242 on, or rather $342 on the ovals, and then you've got 40 points in diamonds. This is a mounting we saw with Amanda Garnets earlier. And yet, this is going to be a little bit easier for you because I'm going to make sure we get these going. It's a really, and they never want to sit like this. They never do because they're a little bit heavy and they've got that post at one side. So what they are meant to do is sit like this in that north-south angle. And then, well, you can do really whatever you want, but that's really how it's intended here. So when you see them side by side and you see the gorgeous matching and you note how deeply saturated they are and how the fact is that they're about a carat 70 a piece. So that's a big zircon. And when we think about, okay, I've seen a carat 70 in a ring before, and it goes for about $4,500. So maybe I just double that, $9,000, add something for the diamonds. Why would they be anything less than 10 grand? Just to bring everybody back here to Affordable Central here. We've just had the beautiful Blue Star Sapphire. That'll go before the day is over. We will put that aside here. No extra security in the building to help, facilitate bringing this out. But we're going to bring you a really, really special value on this one. As a matter of fact, you're going to make up the value here. When it should be, could be $87.99, could be even $69.99. Blue zircons are rare. They are mined out. By the way, it's 11:11 on the clock here out here in LA, which reminds me we have our 11:11 stone today in Tanzanite. There's a very important stone we've set aside from the very, very beginning. It was very doubtful we were ever going to bring it out in jewelry. We're bringing it out today. It's my Make-A-Wish 1111. You know how 1111 angel numbers? We're going to bring you the 1111 stone. So I always think of carat weights in numerical importance, so I love that one. And then we've added a really decadent mounting. So I just want to remind you, as it was that time on the clock. So take a look at this. We're going to auction them off. Let's go a little auction party here, a little moment for everybody to say, hold on. Let me see if I can get the deal because she's rolling the dice with the auction. Let's see if we've got a lot of participants today or not. Probably not. So let's do something wild like no longer $5,000 or $4,000 or even $3,000. We could do, and you saw the blowout on similar earrings recently. It was a couple of minutes ago, like 12 minutes ago. We're going to bring this down even lower. Call me quickly. You know this is a big day for shopping. It's a big day for a sale. And we got the diamond band that you'll wear every single day of your life. Like we've never had, decade of doing this, never had a band like what we're going to debut today. So an exciting day to stay with us, be with us, and get to shopping because the values are here. What about $2,500? To get it started, I want to show them to you on. Let's do the measurement and let's get them on the ear for you because that's the big question is, okay, well, maybe at 2,500, maybe they're a lot smaller than I thought. No, they are not. They are nice and big. Big, bright, beautiful neon stones. Here's what they look like. That's a ½ inch. Top to bottom, there's again that post that's towards the top. It's not the very, very top of the diamonds. It sets down a little bit basically where the diamonds and the zircon meet in the setting. That's where your post is so that it gives you piercing coverage. I'm going to show you that now. And then you've got the 20, you know what, skip 25. Skip it. Let's go even lower. And I put that post right where my piercing is so you can see how they would look as far as just on my earlobe and get an idea of, yes, full piercing coverage there as well. We're going to take them lower than $2,500. Let's go $2,000 to get the blue zircon earring started today. A beautiful way to go celebrate zircons, that rare Cambodian mined out bright turquoisey blue. It's that electric blue, double refractive stone we love. Let's go back to the wheel and take another close-up look here. White, yellow, or rose, also your gold option. I do love when you can custom make it how you want them. It's always a nice offer to say you don't have to choose what we chose. You can do what you want. You can get them to match your ring that you might already have. You can get whatever gold color you like the best and you wear exclusively, but $2,000 and we got nothing doing? Well, we can keep on going, but with this promise. This is going to be a quick one. It's going to be quick, it's going to be very easy and very affordable. And I will, for the next 60 seconds, take them lower than $2,000 because we want to get things rocking. I know it's always tough to come out of those museum pieces because, you know, if it wasn't, I would show them to you every single day and we'd show you $1 million pieces every day. But knowing that it can be a little bit of a moment where we take pause and say, wait a minute, is this going to be, everything going to be $15,000 today? Is everything going to be $30,000 today? Not at all. And this is my way of saying, let's come back in and enjoy the values that we bring that nobody else can. Let's do the wild things here. Let's make sure that we get these really crazy values and take it even lower than $2,000. I just had that wheel. Those pieces have been here for ages. And they got down to $19.99. This is a rare version of center stone. And yet we're not even asking $2,000 thanks to the auction. And maybe just because it's following our museum piece. That's a tough act to follow. If you were a piece of jewelry, would you want to follow a 27.5 carat blue star sapphire? I know I wouldn't. You got to be something real special. And this is it. And now it's a really special value. So we're going to go even lower than $2,000. We're going to start at $1,500. That is where we're set up to lose some money here, big time. But all we can do is try. And then again, you've got the choice of gold color. There's no sizing needed. Let's take a look at them. We may have had $2,000 because they just gave me a very quick open at $1,500, right? You've got the open? All right, so we've got the open at 15. Yeah, I think they did want to open at 2,000. Well, that was a value. Hey, extra savings. Remember earlier, we had someone say sold on a $39.99 ring and then I dropped it. Another $1,000. Just made it even easier. I think that was got to be, that had to be a happy moment. But now it's blue zircon time. There's one bidder at $1,500. One bidder. This has been happening far too frequently. Lately, it's been a lot of one bidder, one and done auctions. That is not appropriate when we think about, now if I was starting at $5,000, yes, that's okay, that's more understandable. But when I'm starting at 15 and there's a halo of 40 points in diamonds, and you've got a choice of gold, and we're going to have to give it because we've only got about 15 minutes to our diamond band debuts. So that means it's time to go. There is one bidder. They've got her open at 15. Again, they did want to start at 2. Didn't see that till I dropped it. And now we're ready to go. Last call, it's final 2 minutes. That's all we can do. And again, gold color is your choice. They go right out to you, blue zircon, something as bright. We all know we love the blues. Everybody looks so beautiful in blue, but there's also that factor that you've got the brilliance, the beauty. Sapphires can't do that. Blue diamonds can't do this. Anything at all. Even the Paraibas are beautiful. They're neon. Really, the Paraiba top quality in the world are supposed to be a Windex blue. That is this color. You know that. If you've ever seen that standard, I know that original, they've got all different colors. But if you've seen the original formula, you know it's got that very distinctive bright blue. That's this color. And that's the ideal color that you would see if you got the best Paraibas in the world. That's what it would look like. Look at that color, quality, beauty, brilliance, and they're clean and they're even well cut. So here we are, last final 2 minutes now. 2 minutes, they're a whole ½ an inch in length, and they're fabulous. And they're $1,500 only. Well, I think that's fair to say we may have lost everybody with the Museum Star Sapphire. But we'll get you back. We got the big top of the hour. Actually, I might not even wait till noon because I'm looking at, we don't have a lot of jewelry left, so we might get into that big show special here coming up on the diamond band. We also have a really fabulous diamond necklace. It's going to be yellow diamonds draping from a chain, so it's like having a lot of pendants all in one. We'll show that to you, but our final now, 80 seconds are counting down. And that's it. 15. Who's our leader? Oh. She is stealing all the jewelry today. Wait a minute. I was just mentioning something went really low earlier. It was sold, then it went lower. Wow. And now went lower again. and she's the only one. Well, I'll tell you what, nice way to shop today. Okay, I mean, I'd love that. I'd love to walk into any establishment of shopping and you're the only one. I'd love to be online shopping for something I love, like clothing, and to be the only one shopping, like nothing ever sells out, you get the great value. I mean, wouldn't that be fun if you were like the only one in the world shopping? It would be amazing. Sometimes with shopping, there's some competition. There's that thing called sellouts and, you know, get it while it's good, and then, oh my gosh, once the sale price hits and then you miss out because someone was just a touch faster. I feel like that's what she's doing to us. She's getting all the deals. We've got a last call, 9 seconds, and then we'll be done with this auction. We'll show you Paraíba, we'll show you big tanzanite, we'll show you anything you want to see, but there is a value right here, right now, and it sounds like the last couple of seconds. Let me know if you want to go 1510, yes or no. Got it? Sold, congratulations. All right, let's also just flash a beautiful stain. Color changing variety, bigger stone size, 377 is the item number. Well, look at that. That's a sphene. I want to show you the emerald cutting. It's going to give you a lot of flash and a lot of fire. That's a beauty. So just a reminder, that big sphene is here. That's brand new. Got an aqua pendant that's actually brand new. Diamond ring, 10 minutes. Okay, I've officially announced it now. 10 minutes until we bring out the 3-row diamond deal of the century. It is so good. We do all kinds of diamond bands, but there are always these, you know, great classic diamond bands. We're going a little bit bigger and more wild and a little high end here, but not the price tag. That's going to be a lot of fun. It's coming up, plus our 1111, our angel stone, coming up as well. All right, so that's coming up a little bit later. I just want to show it to you. Speaking of tanzanite, there is a trillion with the yellow diamonds as well. Adorable. It's got the yellow diamonds on the sides. Love that one. So that's here too. The Paraíba is the 280. You probably just want to see it because who doesn't want to look at a Paraíba with that gorgeous 280 size with the double halo, but goes rounds and then baguettes. And then, of course, a very special split shank, and all of that together around a 2-carat 80 blue-green neon Paraíba. We are 9 minutes away from our diamond band, a triple row style, but making sure that you all know, because that's a 280, and that's going to be a little bit even more than our museum masterpiece. So if you are interested in a 2-carat 80 Paraíba, also has a lot of diamonds, has a carat 05 in diamonds, 18-karat gold, and let me know. We can give you a great price on that one. Now, what I'm about to show you is a wheel. And I'm going to be wondering if any of you can figure out, when I put these 4 different pieces up, I'm wondering if you can spot the commonality. And there is a common thread that runs through these 4 incredible pieces, and I'm just going to give this a couple of minutes because they're very exotic, and even though they're all a little bit different, right now they're sharing all different citrus tones, whether it's greens or yellows, or a little green yellow, or a little green yellow blue. It really is a collection that is one of our rarest that I could ever bring to you. There's one more to add. And so far you're going, okay, yeah, I'm guessing, I think I know. I can figure it out. Because I've seen stones like this before. Chartreuse, kind of a minty green. Here's a more blue green. But what if this is the same? What if that's the same stone? Huh? Wait, did I just throw you in for a loop? How can all of these be the same type of gemstone? How is this possible? I understood it with these 2, and then those 3, I could kind of, you know, see the thread. But here, where there's suddenly a lavender pink, what could it be that makes these the commonality of the same type of stone? Where I'll give you a hint. And it's not the carat weights because they're all over the map. We've got everything from a carat 03 all the way on up to a 374. And it's actually the cushion cut on the left side of the screen that's actually the largest. It's the 374. And then everywhere in between. Now this, have you figured it out? They're unheated stones. So pure and natural, which most stones are heated. So to get a stone of any variety that has no treatment, no heating whatsoever, that's important. So there's that. And then you account for the fact that it's a gem-rich nation. It's known to bring us, we bring the best variety thereof of this gemstone. As far as the umbrella overhead of this gemstone, we are looking at all natural, unheated tanzanites. Now, to be gemologically correct, tanzanite is the trade name for a blue zoisite. So none of these are really blue or purple, except for that one in the back. They're all unheated, untreated zoisites. They're really blending more than one color together. They're stones we rarely see. The last time I had one on the air, it was brought down as a museum masterpiece the other day. You might remember it. It was a gigantic pinky golden pear shape. It had pink and yellow diamonds all around it. It was set in rose gold. And what was that? 30 grand, 35,000? These are less. I know not everybody can spend $35,000 on a piece. I get that. So now we bring you a blowout price on 4 options. And I'll tell you, I think what the collectors would do of the world is probably buy them all. Get them all because they're all unique and different in their own special way. So we'll try to just give this a moment or two. We have 5 minutes until our biggest special of the weekend and of the week and of the month of May. So huge special, and that's saying something because we've had a lot of great values this month, including all kinds of flash sales and museum pieces and everything else. But here we are with our unheated zoisite quartet. It is all a blowout price as well because they can only be here so long in our inventory. It's time for them to go and be enjoyed and be worn. And there's our chartreuse. That's our 3 carat 74, which has 42 points in diamonds. And then we go here to the front. The front's going to bring you 18 karat gold. It's a carat 65. It has 29 points in diamonds. Then we go here. This is the one that's got a little bit of blue-green element to it. Big emerald cut, carat 56, 82 points in diamonds. And then the one that stands out, probably the pinky purple, combination natural zoisite, that is the 103 with 90 points in diamonds. Yes. Oh, really? Are you talking about the 27.47 carat? Congratulations. All the museum masterpieces of the day are gone. There have been 2 and they're gone. Congratulations to both of our newest museum collectors. Here we are on, quite frankly, what would be another museum moment because I have never seen these in a store. Have you? I have not. And if you have, please let me know where, because obviously I don't get to every store in the nation and beyond because I don't get to get away. But I'll tell you right now, I do know the retail world well, but luckily we have the World Wide Web to help us out, and we kind of have, you know, it's your business and you talk to everyone, and I got to tell you, I don't know anyone else who has these unheated, untreated zoisite stones. So it's very, very impressive. And we have, the fact is, you've got the beautiful gems here that you see are unique. Every one of them is really clean too, which is not always the case with the unheated material. And yet all these different colors, collectible as can be, and in beautiful mountings that really accentuate the stone shapes and the stone sizes that you have. And of course, 118 karat gold option there as well, which again, that front center is that 18 karat gold option. Any one you'd like. Let's go ahead and go lower than, no, I'm looking at a lot of these have 7 and 8 discounts per piece, by the way. So, wow, there's a lot of big, I mean, every one of them looks like look at these. These bags look like graffiti. They all look like graffiti. They all did. I mean, all different colors, all different. They've been exposed to sale events. They've been discounted. They keep going. They just keep on going. And let's blow them out right now. Your biggest value of zoisites. And yes, you can buy a blue wing block D. We've got them, but most of you have them already. I mean, it's the hardest stone for me to sell at this point is tanzanite because we've had the best for about 7 years running, actually closer to 8. And yet I think a lot of you have what you need in tanzanite, but do you have an unheated, untreated, beautiful rarity like this? You can't put a price on them. It feels exactly like an extension of our museum masterpiece collection. It really does because, well, again, where do you find them? I don't even know, and I haven't been to a lot of museums. I get to every one of them I can, but I'm pretty much, you know, stuck in this city called Los Angeles. I don't get out very much because, you know, you got to be here. But this is one of those things where if you've been to a museum of late, if you traveled overseas, if you traveled to Europe, do you see anything in zoisite out there? I know that historically, I just don't know of a lot of museum exhibits. Obviously, we work closely with museums. We provide a lot of the stones that are on display in museums around the world, including the Blue Wing Block D Museum Reserves that we have. So we're familiar with what's out there, and there is nothing like this. So it's really an important time to pick them up and get your favorite. And you know what I'll do? Let's just get them out of here really, really quickly because we've got very limited time now till our big special. The Diamond Band is coming out to play. So let's try to make this a lot easier right now than any $69.99 can be. I know that's a scheduled value and a good one, but I'm ready to really wow you here. And no, they're not even 6,000, 5,000, 4,000. I know we're going to need to make them really affordable to make sure that you've got that try me moment, that moment to say yes. That is all completely inextricably tied to affordability. And if something's more affordable, just in general, we're more apt to try it. We're more apt to give it a whirl and see what it's all about. Get the rarity in your own collection, but it's not $49 or $39, or how about $29.99 per piece? Whichever one you like. And again, 4 individual one-of-a-kinds. They will stay in the gold colors they are, with the exception of this oval in the back, the pinky purple, and the emerald cut over off to the right side. Those are your choice. Let's not even do $29 or $28 or $27.99. That's the affordability we want to provide so we can make it accessible. Museum pieces accessible every day. That is really our philosophy. And let's bring them even lower than $27.77 and truly sell them out $2,699. That's it for any one of you want. We have a chartreuse yellow, golden green on the left, the minty green in the center, the blue green on the right, and the purple pink combination on the center of the back there. And whichever one you prefer, $26.99. Before we go, we got 60 seconds left because we've got our big 3-row band coming up. The ovals are coming up next. The oval band, 3 carats, quarter carats each. It's like having 12 engagement rings in one ring. Oh, we'll explain. Yes, how does that work? Well, we'll explain. We'll explain it all to you here shortly, coming up in about, 45 seconds. Not long to wait for the big premiere of the weekend. And Jason, which one do you like? Can I try it on for you? The pink. It's a pinky purple. We'll show it to you now. That's item number 1125772. And the other one I had recently was $35,000. This one is gone. Congratulations. Go figure. The pinky purple, that stand out. That is the most unusual of them all, I will say, because even when we traditionally see unheated tanzanites, they are blue greens. So again, green isn't maybe the most crazy option, but it is when you see only greens or green yellows, because you know what I'm talking about. Most of the unheated tanzanites look a little bit, we call them peacock tanzanites, because they have a purpley blue green. And that usually denotes an unheated tanzanite. Well, here, unheated zoisites, because again, tanzanite, if you're wondering why call it zoisite and not tanzanite, because tanzanite has been long denoted as the trade name. Yes, it's a trade name. It doesn't mean it's a fake stone. It doesn't mean it's made up. It's just a trade name for blue zoisite, because blue zoisite, they figured, was not as marketable as let's say tanzanite. Tanzanite also tells you immediately where it's from. The idea was, hey, it's one source, so let's pay homage to that source being the one and only, and let's give it a namesake. So we did. So when I say we, I'm talking about the industry. So tanzanite was adopted. Now, these are not blue. There's really not any blue in any of them, so they really are those unheated zoisites. We go back to the gemologically correct name, and that is it. So, all right, last call. Now it's time for our diamond band. Yay, it's time. It's here. The time has come to bring you a really, really big value on a diamond ring unlike anything we've ever brought before. So I'm going to just take those away here. Consider, again, you can always ask for the square cushion or the fabulous, really pretty elongated cushion or the emerald cut. But I think it is, boy, that looks almost like Paraíba. Who imagined a zoisite could look like Paraíba? Here we are with the big event of today as we get ready to showcase the best of the best in diamonds that we've done in a band. And welcome on in to our big Saturday together. Thank you for being with me today. I'm so honored to have your company. Glad you're shopping up a storm today, because these values are really meant for that. And we're thrilled to have you with us. I'm Lauren Blair. This is going to be our halfway point of the show. Saturday coming to an end pretty rapidly here. We still have a gorgeous mandarin and a big tanzanite, my 1111 tanzanites coming up. But this is the one that we've been asking for. I've been fielding questions about this ring all week long, as I was lucky enough to get to wear it on Wednesday night and Thursday night and last night as well. And getting you ready for a diamond band that's really new to our collection. And I mean a new concept, a new style, a new idea in how we can bring bigger diamonds in a band where, yes, big diamonds in a band usually considered to be a 5-pointer. And we've done our own big diamond bands before that have had 1 carat total weight, 1.5 carat total weight, 2 carat total weight. That's about where they end. Well, in order to do this, this is going to be a triple row stacked, and I've got one in yellow gold here that I'm going to put on so you can see it from across the room. But this is, and honestly, it doesn't matter if you get yellow gold or white gold, because the look of these white diamonds going all the way across your finger are really just about the diamonds. And the gold is what you don't see until you actually take the ring off and see it from the back or see it from the sides. It is 3 rows of incredible oval diamonds. Now, there is something special about an oval that we talk about quite frequently, and if you're newer to the diamond world or just getting to know cuts, there's a certain aspect of ovals that bring us an elite level that other stones don't do, because most diamond bands I've had over my 10 years here and 26 years in the business at large, most diamond bands are made up of oval accent, or rather round brilliant accent stones. 1-pointers, 2-pointers, maybe 5-pointers. Even here, we've done round brilliant diamond bands that have had 10-point stones, sometimes 20-point stones. The ovals are doing two things here. Number one, we're starting with a larger diamond individually as far as carat weight. But number two, and maybe the most important aspect, is the fact that oval diamonds inherently look bigger. I have shown it to you and illustrated it to you a number of times. Now, if I had a diamond band in the same styling with round brilliance, I would show it to you. We don't, but you know that a round can look about 1/3 of the size of what an oval does. You can have the same carat weight, but 1/3 of the size. So to get something like this is very different on a lot of levels. There's a lot of thought that this one, I know when I looked at it for the first time, was not aware of the exact carat weight, looked at it, evaluated it just for what I know about diamonds, and thought to myself, we got a 10-carat diamond band here. It looked like you had 3 carats per row. It's a 3-row style. It's in solid gold. Mind you, it does take more gold to make a 3-row ring than it does to make a 1-band, a single row. So everything you know about diamond bands really has to be multiplied by the fact that this is bigger stones, bigger gold weight, and therefore a bigger ring. Let's take a look at it. It's in the white gold, yellow gold only, so those are your choices. And here we are looking at ovals set side by side, down 3 rows, 4 stones per row, which is 12 individual diamonds, and it's 113-12.99. So a very important way to go here. Now, you got to call early because we do have a limitation, because the diamonds are 1/4 carat apiece. They are 3 carats minimum. So yes, it's our 3-carat band. There is 1 carat per row. 1 carat, 1 carat, 1 carat, 25, 25, 25, 25. That's how we get to this really big wow factor in this band. And all we got to do is, well, we've only got a couple to move, so it's not going to take long. And that's kind of the funny part about this is, if we're used to seeing diamond bands, and I know you've probably seen 1 or 2 over time, usually they're the pieces we have tons of quantity on. White diamonds, diamond bands, classic style. Because these stones are so large, and because they're still graded as VS quality and still those beautiful round brilliants, and 1/4 carats are not small stones. Mind you, it also does go up in price when you hit that 1/4 carat mark. It would typically be more economical if they were 22 or 21, and maybe there's a better value to be had. But diamonds are priced based on what we call the magic sizes. And when you hit certain magic sizes of diamonds, they propel upward in price. That's when they jump in value. So hitting a 1/4 carat threshold is very important in the diamond world. Not to mention, it also, I like to throw out that statistic that the average size engagement center stone in the US is 25 points. So it is in essence like having a dozen engagement ring center stones in your ring. So it's pretty fabulous in every way. It's here, it's here. Look at that. Do you see the difference between the white and the yellow? Because I don't. This is the yellow gold, this is the white gold, and you don't see the difference because all you're seeing is the beautiful brilliance of these white diamonds. We have nobody on the phone lines. I know, I'd be looking at that intimidated as heck, because I'm worried that I'm not gonna be able to afford that thing. That thing is massive. That's a big ring with big individual diamonds and a lot of gold. Who's going to be able to spend $28,000 to get something like that? Well, it's not $28,000, and that is not bad, because when you think about big 1/4 carats, you know how pricey they can get. Let's take it even lower. And that's not an arbitrary price, by the way. What I did this morning early was I went ahead and did a quick search, and you can do this at home if you've got an internet access, on a phone or something. You can do a quick search for a 3-carat diamond band. Now, make sure to read the fine print and make sure they're natural from the earth diamonds, because that's something that we're really proud of. But take a quick search, 14-karat gold. Now, I was able to find I3s. Keep in mind, I3 is many, many, many notches below our VS stones. I3s are going to have big old carbon spots. They're going to be included, yet you can see with your naked eye. It's not exactly a stone that if I showed you an I3, I think we would have an all-out revolution. It would be a revolt of TVON shoppers, and you'd probably never, ever, ever watch again, because we can't even fathom the idea of bringing an eye clarity stone, meaning an I1, I2, I3. It would be like, no. What has happened to my poor TVON? What happened? That's not what we're doing. But the comparison was made that an I3 version of this band in retail is $28,000 for a 3-carat ring. There was no color grading listed, there was very little gold, and it was 14 karat, yes, but $28,000 for the next closest opportunity. But the clarity was highly lacking. And that's not something I'm going to ask you to compromise, because that's one of the things that probably has turned you onto this network in the first place, is the fact that we are not asking you to compromise your diamond quality, even when they're accents, let alone when they're the lead main character of your piece that you're going to wear every day, that you're going to have forever. Take a look at it. We're not doing $28,000. We're not doing even $10,000. And in a time when we're bringing museum, fabulous to bring those pieces, but we know what we wear every day, what we live in, what we love to wear, what is going to maybe be a symbol of union. Maybe it's a wedding set. Maybe you prefer wearing bands. A lot of women do. Is maybe the big diamonds are something where you're going, I don't need the big diamond anymore. Maybe I just want a band for everyday wearable. Here's how you still get a big wow factor. And look at this on the hand. That's what it looks like. I know you've been seeing it all week long. Look how gorgeous that is. And it does. Does it not look like to me, it looks like a 10 karat band, because every one of those diamonds tends to look more like a 1 carat. So it's almost like 4 and 4 and 4. I mean, it really is a special look. And we're going to blow it out here for better than $99.99. We lead in diamond values. Nobody does diamond values like we do. Notice how the diamond, these are about 2 sizes too big for me, maybe 3. So just keep that in mind. We're going to make it your size. Look at how it finishes. I do want to show you where it starts as a triple split shank here to anchor those 3 rows. It goes back. This is done for comfort, because otherwise you're going to have to, some days it won't fit right. So it's all tapered in the back. If you left it this wide all the way around, it would be downright uncomfortable. So we leave the classic band in the back and give you the width through the front to hold all those amazing diamonds. 12 stones, 25 points a piece, and we're not doing 99, 99. We're going to go a lot lower, and the lines are about to be absolute madness. We put together a special price for our weekend. We put together a special sale event price, and just no different than what I've been bringing you in flash sales and top of the hours and loss leaders. Here it is for today on a brand new concept, a brand new style. And it's not even close to $99.99. This is when you pick up the phone and dial on in, because otherwise there's just not enough to go around for everybody who's going to want one. And this is a classic. And maybe you're thinking about, here's my ring, maybe you think about wearing it on the middle finger. Look at how chic. Or index finger. Okay, it's gorgeous that way too. Maybe that's why they gave me the larger size, to show you how beautiful it works anywhere you want to. Go with your true size for whatever finger you want to wear it on. I would say probably not for the pinky, probably not for the thumb, but anywhere else, good to go here. And no, you do not want to miss this one, and white or yellow only. So the classic gold color choices are here for you, and they're not even $99.99 or half of that. $4,999 on quarter carat stones that are still VS. And hold on, we're going to go even lower. Take a look at this. That's the white gold there. Highly recommend it. White or yellow, either way. What do you wear the most of? Go with that. But we're going to go better than 49. Let's keep on going. Only a few to go around. Thank you. 3 are already spoken for and reserved. I think we know by now, if you've ever watched the show, diamonds are simply our best value. We do diamond values literally nobody else can. I've been referred to as the girl that's always ruining the diamond market, because, wait a minute, diamonds are regulated, right? They're regulated. Do you ever wonder why diamond prices are where they are? They're regulated. So when you go into a wholesale world, which by the way is not open to the public, but let's say you're a reseller and you're able to go in the wholesale because that's what you do and you're in that business, there's a strict level that diamonds maintain their value and they increase in value over time, so that, again, they are strictly, because every day that goes by, we're losing diamonds, right? Every day that goes by, there are less diamonds in this world. There's a finite, limited quantity of diamonds that exist in the natural earth we live. We live on the planet, and there is no new productions. So what we have is what we have, and they've been mined forever. So when you talk about every day that goes by, natural diamonds are really limited, and that's overall. Well, 99% of diamonds we can't deal with because they're not a quality that fit our standards. So then what? You're talking about a finite grade that you're willing to work with, which makes them even more scarce. And this is why the price should be up, not down. And so it makes it so exciting when we do exactly that and bring those prices down for you. So you don't have to pay $49.99 or $39.99, or even, how about this? Think about what we do great bands for. All the time, every day, great big stones. Now, granted, there's not been something like this. This is that higher end level of diamonds, but watch what we're going to do on value here. It's not going to be $39.99 either. Let's keep going. Already busy, no surprise. We've been waiting all week long for this triple row band, and you do not pay $39.99. Seriously, I love this on the index finger too. We all love that chic idea of a bigger, wider style on the index finger. Look how stunning that is. Look how low profile it sits. Relatively speaking, it's not flat. You've got the diamonds that you have to contend with that have a big size. So they have to be, again, they're gonna have a little deeper culet. They have to be elevated a bit off the hand. Let's take them even lower than $39.99 or $38 or $37 or $36 or $35 or $34 or $33. This is unheard of. And when you think about the amount of gold that is just captivating and really showing you how they're properly set so that every single stone really showing off beautifully, not going to be even 33. I'll tell you, this is the bargain. And as you get into bigger diamonds, they get more expensive. We're not doing that. We're saying no to all the regulations and rules and standards of the diamond industry. And we're saying, no, we can give a better quality. And boy, are we busy. It's not even $33.99. I was going to do $3,333. I'm not doing that either. That's $11.11 a ring, by the way. That's $11.11. I mean, you have to think about it. I didn't stack these, but if you think about if that were just one band stacked with another, how incredibly affordable that is. And yet, that's not the idea. You don't have to stack. You've got one ring, because stacking can be complicated, especially when you're wearing 3 rings at once. It can be all of a sudden they don't fit very well. They're never sitting where they should. This is that look. Like you stack 3 bands together, not even $3,300 or $32.99. We have been waiting essentially a lifetime for this. We've never, in all of our years, it's a decade plus of being here broadcasting, never brought anything like this. This is your first and only day to get it, and it's not even 32. Take a look. We got a very busy phone bank here. No surprise. Let's go ahead and blow them out even further. Not 32, not 31. I'd love for you to try one. Get it at home. See how comfortable it is, how wearable it is. Wear it for a day and see how many compliments you get. Oh my, nobody's missing that ring. You ever wear something new and nobody even notices? Not going to be the case here. Not even $3,099. We're blowing it out truly. Here's your chance, and one moment only. That's it. When they're gone, and we've only got a handful. Usually I have 100, 200, 300 diamond pieces, not with the 3-row quarter carats, not at all. We're going $29.99. Let's take it all the way down for 12 stones. This is 12 engagement ring centers is what that is. 12 of them. Oh, by the way, I made another call this morning. You know what? Quarter carat VS oval diamonds that look more like a 1 carat. Guess what they're going for wholesale individually? A quarter carat stone, I can do no better than $675. Well, guess what 675 times 12 is? That's $8,100. In essence, if I went right now downtown, and listen, I got to drive by anyways. If I went, so it's not going to cost me extra on the time, not too much. Drive by, I'll spend the $80 on parking. Okay, great. If I went downtown after this show today, bought those individual diamonds, I'm $8,100 out of pocket. $8,100, and what am I left with? Diamonds in a plastic bag. Diamonds. 12 diamonds in a plastic bag. What do you do then? Then you got to spend thousands and thousands of dollars on gold. Thousands and thousands of dollars. So I'm going to say conservatively 11 grand to make that ring. 11 grand, and that's if I include nothing for my time, nothing at all for the labor, nothing. Just $11,000. That's wholesale. So there's a lot of people going, oh, let me see, I wish I could be at that wholesale trade show. I wonder if I could get a diamond band for better. First of all, it's mostly lab grown. The show started yesterday. So again, everybody I know and their mother is there. So it really is one of those things where if you want lab grown, that's where you got to go. The whole industry is really transitioning to lab grown stones. We are not. So here it is, $29.99. $29.99, not lab grown, natural from the earth VS stones, quarter carats, and 3 rows of gold. Take a look. One great value in really just a sea of great diamond values that we do here. It's what we specialize in, but to see something like that is next level. So $29.99, last call. And who else getting what are we liking, white or yellow so far? I'm hearing a lot of white. You've got a yellow? Okay, good. We've got white gold, yellow gold, yellow, white. Okay, so white gold's a little bit more popular so far, but that's with our early shoppers here. And $29.99. You're not leaving that behind. And let me show you on the middle finger as well. Sure. Here's the middle finger. Look, just so you can see how beautiful that kind of anchors at the center of the hand here. I just think that is, look at that. I've been wearing it here most of the week. So just want to show you ring finger as well, because that's the perspective we usually see. So there it is on the ring finger for you. Go true to size. This one's a 7 right now, which is a really, again, if you're not sure where to go, I think that's going to fit probably somewhere on your hand. But go with the size you know and love for which finger. What color are we all getting? One white, one yellow to the same person? Okay, listen, that's an option too. If you want to go with, I do that sometimes where I'm like, okay, I know I love this. I know I'm going to wear it. Let me get a white and a yellow so that I match. I'm that person that doesn't like to mix and match my gold colors very often. I like to do one color per day. And there are days when I do white gold. And play with the platinum and the white gold and like to do head to toe. And there are days where I feel like, the outfit's more deserving of yellow. And I like to have that, kind of monochromatic in gold colors. But so I could see if you were much the same, you could get one in white, one in yellow, and have that ring that's always going to work. Or you just go with default to the white gold because it shows off how beautiful and white the diamonds are, as you see right here. But it is totally up to you. No rose gold on this one, quarter carats each, 12 stones, $29.99. Back to the wheel we will go. And there's one sitting right there. So a beautiful look and $29.99. Okay, we're going to move on. We got that big tanzanite coming up. Jason, what color did you get? Okay, very good. So yeah, white gold's taking a subtle lead here. We're going to give it a 60 final second clock here. Let me just brush off my wheel because there are all kinds of things in the air today. But take a look at that. That is a beautiful ring and made it worse. So here we go. There it is. That is a looker, isn't it? Just you will not believe. When you wear wide bands, I'm a big fan of wide band rings. I just think they're comfortable, they're easy, but they're bold. So it kind of accomplishes what so many things we check the boxes in jewelry. And I think we oftentimes want something bold, but bold can be uncomfortable in jewelry sometimes. And then, well, if it's uncomfortable, you're never wearing it. And that really defeats the purpose too. So jewelry is meant to be worn. It's meant to be enjoyed. It's meant to be part of your everyday look. So, I mean, a lot of us know, I think I'm not the only one who says that I don't feel right if I don't have jewelry on. When I leave the house, and I got to tell you, it happened to me yesterday. And I went to the gym without earrings, without primary earrings, and I was like, I felt so off. I felt so weird. It was like, no, something's off. And you just, it looked odd to have no earrings. So again, just that idea of if you feel a little lost, but you need to have bold, but you want great quality, but you also want comfort. Because again, wearing it every day is what's meant to do. And so if you know you're not finished until you have on your favorite pieces of jewelry, welcome to your new favorite. It's right here. Last call on this one. We'll be moving on. We've got about 9 minutes till our top of the hour. Yes. Top to bottom millimeters on the whole ring? Sure, millimeters or inches, I can do either. So as far as, let's show everybody here, and I'll just do it live for you here. So you can see, here's the ring, and we're just taking a millimeter gauge because that's what they requested in measurement. And then this is the widest, well, let me get the widest point here. And by the way, one more note, their middle row is just slightly elevated to the sides. So there's in a way a subtle little tiered moment here, and it is 10.5 millimeters wide. So just like this, millimeters, I went down there. So you've got the width there, and that is 10.5 millimeters wide, which translates to, I'm going to show you in with the ruler here. Let's show you how that looks as far as the ruler. If you're more comfortable with converting to the inches there, it's just under 1/2 inch. Yeah. So at the widest point, remember how I showed you it tapers down nicely in the back? So it's just a little bit, just a little under 1/2 inch wide across the top at that midpoint. So $29.99, congratulations. And again, tapers nicely so that it is comfortable. That comfort story is important, really important, as we were just discussing. So you've got that as part of the equation here, really important. All right, let's move on. So we've got a really special yellow diamond necklace. We also have some tanzanite, and we do have that 1111. But I also want to show you the mandarin garnet as we are getting very close to our top of the hour, and it's last call on the show. So if there's anything we can tempt you with or show you, or any questions you have on a piece maybe you missed from the week prior, we are happy to help. Look at this. This is our stunning mandarin garnet. What do we think of this? Mandarin garnet I was showing this earlier because I thought there is something so powerful about seeing yellow diamonds around a mandarin garnet. We've shown it a couple of times. We've oftentimes showcased yellow diamonds with other things, but this one feels like summertime, fabulous. Yeah, sunshine, fun, neons, brightness. This is a rare stone in the middle. Certainly 1131316 is your number. It's a 2 carat 30 mandarin garnet. What do you think? It's a big time stone. It's a big one when you get into 1 carat. 1 carat's kind of that mark where, wow, do they start to elevate. We've got an impressive 2 carat 30, starting with yellow diamonds. That's 17 points on the yellow diamonds. And then there's another 34 points in the white diamonds. So we keep it classic. It is a cushion cut, not an oval. So there's a subtle corner underneath those prongs. That's why the mounting is designed the way it is, where you have that beautiful double row and that double halo and a little bit more like an emerald cut look, the way that those diamonds in the corners have that notch detail. So really important and special, and huge value coming up on the mandarin. One thing we know about mandarins, and I hate to say it because we're going to take it a little bit, we're going to change the definition of what this means, but they are pricey. They're one of the more pricey stones in the world right now, no doubt about it. When you can liken price tags to a Paraíba and what Paraíbas are doing, that's pricey. So now we're ready to get you a bigger value on the mandarin, because I know it's one of the tougher stones to own, and especially in these sizes that go up and over 2 carats, that's where they get complicated. So now we're going to take it lower for you, and actually, because we're coming off our big diamond presentation and a big value there, let's take it lower than we ever intended, because our $79.99 price might just leave it here. So instead, want to take it significantly less than that. I think we can really do a number on this one for you and make it a lot better than $79.99 and open it up to folks that know this stone can be a tough one. It can be a really tough one, especially when they're just, look at how bright and clean. And I wish, I could, it's almost where I wish we had the typical mandarins out there, because when we get used to seeing the fine quality, some people kind of think that they all look like this. And oh, do they not? There's so many stones out there that are just really dark and really hazy and really cloudy and really got big old inclusions that are just eye visible all day. This is not that stone. And we are looking at perfection and the bright yellow flashes that are coming through as well. All of that together, we're going to take it on down. Look at this finishing on the inside. Yeah, so you see the yellow gold there underneath, really protecting the stone, and then you've got that additional white gold undergallery, and no longer $79.99. As a matter of fact, 2 carats 30 has never gone this low before, and that's why I'm going to need to say, let's auction it off, because otherwise there's no way I'm going to be able to get a computer system to accept this if I'm going under cost the way I am. So how about $79.99? Not going to do it. We're going to make this really simple and easy right now. But again, you need to be dialed in. We are ready to go, brand new again. So if this doesn't feel like summertime neon brights that, maybe you don't do it in clothing. Maybe this is how you do it. You experience brighter colors with your gems and pop those colors with your gemstones, your accessories, your jewelry, your exotics. This is not even $7,000 to open. No, we got to go a lot lower than that. I've had one bidder auctions most of the week here. We're ready to get a little more activity, get the participation going. And we understand a value. It's obvious. When you see something that takes our own value and makes that even better, that's when everyone gets real excited. So let's do that now. Take it lower than 7 or 6 or 5 or 4. Or even $3,500. I don't have another 2 carat 30 in the inventory for that price. And now we're going even lower than that. It's go time. It's not $35. Let's go $3,000 to start. $10 on the increment, 60 seconds to get it open. And that is perfection. You may not do yellow diamonds around everything, but I think this is the time we need to really say, no, there is a time and a place for yellow diamonds as an accent. And I think I have found that moment. I have found that perfect moment opportunity. It's right here and it's right now. And for $3,000 to get this thing started, 40 seconds to get it going, let's do it. A major moment for our mandarin lovers. And look at this on the hand, because again, finished on the inside. Watch how this has a spark about it. It's a true neon. Look at that. No additional lighting. That just got brighter. Lower light and it just got brighter. That's neon for you. looking like it's an orange diamond. And I say this all the time with mandarins. If you've ever scouted orange diamonds, if you've thought about adding orange diamond, please reconsider. And I'll tell you why. Orange diamonds never look like this. They're diamonds, and they're rare, and they're expensive. They're never going to give you that neon level. They're never going to give you that pop, that saturation. Orange diamonds look really very, very dull compared to a mandarin garnet of stunning quality like this one is. So I'm just going to say, if you think you want orange diamond, I don't think you're going to like it nearly as much as a top-graded mandarin. That's where you go instead. And we don't have an open at $3,000. Well, we went from excitement over mandarins to let's get a lot of people in on the auction to, uh-oh, I don't have any open. That's going to be a bigger issue. And we have the top of the hour now. It's basically 30 seconds from right now. So we're ready for our last hour of our Saturday together. What are we going to still show you? Diaspora pendant, big tanzanite, my 1111 stone is here. But first we got to get this one out the door. And so we're just about to welcome in our very last hour of our Saturday. If you can believe that, we've got all of our museum masterpieces from the day gone. So it's been a day of value. I think that's safe to say. We had our big diamond band just now for $29.99. It's been a day of value. We got to keep it going for one more hour. And might I add, the hour of power too. This is the power hour where we get even crazier on the discounts, and it's all going to start right now with this auction, and no open yet at $3,000. Okay, I hear you. I hear you loud and clear. You want a better value. You want a bigger discount. Let's make it happen for you. Let's go $2,500 to start. And again, an official welcome on into our last hour of Saturday. This is it. Last chance, last call on now. The bright, gleaming, glowing mandarin garnet. Not the basic, not the dark, not the cloudy, not the included. The really bold, brightest of the bright here in the mandarin. Take full advantage of it. This is it. It's time to go. We got 25. New open here with another 60 seconds. Jason, what were you taking over there? Another diamond band? What color? Ooh, a yellow gold going out. Thank you much. Last call. Last call on the mandarin. Last call on the show. Our big 1111 tanzanite. I don't know if we're ready for this. It's a major moment for tanzanite. It's one that we have saved. I never thought for sure it was going to be here, offered in jewelry, but we're going to make it happen. So very excited about that. We've got our 1111 tanzanite. I think that's so special to think about what 1111 means, those angel numbers that a lot of us defer to. So we're very excited about that, okay? So all the spirit, if you ever find yourself seeing, certain numbers, the spiritual meaning behind it, well, I love the idea of gemstones and jewelry having meaning, and oftentimes they do. So no open on our mandarin, so let's get ready for our big time tanzanite. Shall we? This is a tanzanite that I'm thrilled. Now, I found a way, I'm always struggling to show you the neon of a tanzanite. So I'm going to use this little setup here to try and get you a better look at the tanzanite, because I want you to see the ultimate neon level. I'm going to move this forward just a little bit. We're going to have to zoom back the camera a bit, but I want you to see the saturation level for what this is and show you here what this can do when you see it directly into the stone. It's so much red. It's a beautiful, yes, 1111 stone. That's the carat weight, but this actually will keep me from, I might do this more often now just to really see the saturation level of the tanzanite and really give you a good viewpoint on this stone. But it's really a fabulous way to kick off our last hour. Now, let me remind you, if you have any requests for us today, anything from our inventory, anything from the past couple of days, weeks, months, whatever you want to see, let me know. Because we're showing you our last piece of jewelry outside of a yellow diamond necklace. So I've shown you everything for today. So we've still got 57 minutes to go. So I would love some requests, and we can, otherwise we'll just jump into tomorrow's show a little early. We'll give you a nice little Sunday preview. But right now, the 1111. It is an 1111 stone. Can you believe that? We've never had anything quite like it. 113-1284 is the number. Our 1111 cushion cut square is here. I'm so glad to have you with us again. Please let me know. I'm Lauren Blair. If there's anything I can show you, please do let me know. And by the way, one more thing to add, for those of you, whether you picked up the diamond band or not, tomorrow in the show, I've got some diamond studs. that are our first oval diamond studs that are going to be a bigger size. So they would match with the ring, and they're going to be a great value tomorrow. So one of many big items tomorrow for our Sunday, our big finale to the week, are going to be 1 carat total weight diamond studs that are going to match beautifully to the ring that a lot of you just picked up, that we still, I think, have 2 left on, by the way. So I know we didn't have a lot of those. My apologies for that, but we still got a couple left if you're still thinking about the 3 carat band. But let's show you our 1111. Here's the 1111 tanzanite with, okay, anybody notice the really fabulous new mounting here with all the 115 of the baguettes that actually are going to be encircling your square cushion? That is special as well. And again, Mandarin Garnet's still here. If anybody wants to get that one started in auction, we can always revisit it. But here is white gold, yellow gold, or rose gold. So great news there. You're going to choose your favorite gold color. It's anything you want. 115 among the diamonds. There are 3 per side, so 12 stones. And that means they're nearly 10 points apiece. Just under 10 points in baguettes, but not tapered. Instead, it's just the movement that's created by having them at an angle. So it's almost as if they themselves are almost like doing this domino effect around the stone, which is really, really special. And 1111 Museum Reserve, one you haven't seen yet before, and that is impressive. And you're looking directly into the color and the saturation of those stones. It's stunning. Whether it's going to be that significant carat weight, whether it's just your dream. They always say make a wish. When you see 1111, make a wish. Make a wish. Maybe your wish has been to own a Blue Wing Block D, but the wish has also been for Lolo to go really extra low on the price tag to make it more affordable. Well, I think that's exactly what today is all about. And if we're going to get this one at home, because it is a little more significant. It is. It's got the red flashes. It's got big diamonds. I mean, we didn't really, help the value story by adding $300 diamonds, and I mean individually around, most diamonds are not all that, but when you put, big stones in their baguettes and they got to be super ultra clean, well, then they get to be, you've got easily a lot of diamonds there that are adding up in price tag as well. So it's not just about the stone. It's not just about the centerpiece. It's about really big diamonds happening as well. All you need to do, call me. Call me, we'll give it away. We'll just give it away. It's a $35,000 ring. We have very few museum reserves left. This is really last call to get them. I know so many of you are all set. So many of you have been shopping them for years here. You've got them. You've got the collection going. You're good to go. But if you are still looking to add that very special piece, or there's that extra meaning to you with that carat weight, or you just like the new cool mounting we did here, that really important, nearly 10-point a piece diamond mounting, all of that really specialty. Here's what we'll do instead of $35,000. Going crazy here on the price tag. Not going to be $35,000. Not going to be $25 or $15. And how many gorgeous $15,000 pieces we've seen today go out the door? There have been several. We're going to make this even better than $15,000. I can bring out a few other. I got some pieces that are runner-ups to Museum Masterpieces, meaning they are all pieces that were considered for Museum Masterpiece Must Go. We can bring those out too. I've got some really important ones for you, but let's do better than 15 or 10 or $99.99. It is time to get you the big value on a tanzanite. Let me show it on the hand too, because I know this angle is really just giving you that upfront look, because I want you to see that saturation. See, and instead of me moving it constantly, it's a little easier to set it up for you. And let's see if I can get that little fuzzy wuzzy off the stone there. And I did. And here's what it looks like on the hand. So you can see just as saturated. Look at how that stone fills up the finger there completely. We're doing better than $10,000, and we're under $1,000 a carat. That needs to be noted. Under $1,000 a carat, doesn't make any sense. Huge diamonds. It looks almost like a beautiful way to almost do the most subtle floral. Almost look like big petals around, but all done in significant step faceted diamonds. Under $9,000. It sure is. We're going under $89.99. I've got one. Obviously, look at all and I'm seeing more numbers. I'm seeing the 1111 here, the 11 there, and the 115. The fact that, well, I could have left it 11,011 or something like that. Needed to go better on the value. $8,079.99 will not be. One caller takes it. Who's going to take advantage? And since, I'm going lower than any auction open would be, because that's the way we make it happen. That's the way. I mean, auctions aren't getting a ton of participation anyways, so might as well just do the giveaway on my own. Let somebody take the incredible ring that you see there, which just has this perfect, prominent, neon, amazing red glow, and not do $79 or $69.99. Holy cow, this is good. It's just a giveaway. It's a quick little top of the hour giveaway. We'll get into some other pieces that weren't even supposed to be here today because, again, we've shown you everything and there's not a whole lot to recap. So let's get you a great value here and better than $69.99. Come on in. Just a few minutes left today and we are ready. Value of a lifetime in a tanzanite, square cushion, everything about it is balanced perfection, red flashes galore, not even $6,000. We're blowing it out for $59.99. One only there, that is it, and $59.99 gets somebody. Maybe the most significant size, and I don't mean the biggest size, I mean significant. Significant size, carat weight, and then all those important diamonds around it as well. For $59.99. Take advantage of that. It's a beauty and it's going to go shortly. So that's our big tanzanite. Now I do have a diaspora pendant. We have one yellow diamond necklace by the yard. And I mean, diamonds by the yard, great. But when they drop from the necklace, I think they get even better. So instead of being set into the chain, look what we have in yellow diamonds today. Yellow diamonds times 5. Draping from the chain, so it gives you this luxury, almost a little bit more dressy if DBT wise, like if you're not afraid of being a little more elegant every day, a little elevated, I think this would be beautiful for you. It's 1130010. And it's got 5, I call these the dewdrops of diamonds because it feels like with the pear shapes, draping from your chain every inch or so away from each other. I feel like this is such a luxury look, and you can see there when it's up against a skin tone how lovely they are. From those 5 pear shapes, 20 points apiece and 1 carat minimum total, and done in the white and the yellow. So every yellow diamond, and look at this, they've got it right now. We've got it set up as a 16-inch, but you can make it 17 or 18 as well. And then this is a great gift idea. All those bigger stones, you know, when we do DBTY, traditional DBTYs have usually between 4 and 10 pointers. So it's an upgrade to get the 20 pointers here. And then the uneven number, the odd number we use is so you can immediately find the center, as we'll show you here. So see how easy it is to see where the center is when it's on the neckline? So you can see, and obviously, depending on the length. Now, I don't like seeing that extra drape in the necklace, so let me hold it like this. You can go 16, which is right about here, 17 or 18. But look at that, the brightness of these yellow diamonds, the VS quality you're getting, a huge value coming your way. And when you see, well, chains that run you $800 when they're diamond cut chains, as this one is, the upgraded lobster claw closure, the 3 different lengths. Love that we haven't had a lot of necklaces today. Bringing one to you now, easy to wear, but isn't it just a little more elevated with the draping of the diamonds? Maybe that's for you, maybe it's not, but we've brought you hundreds of DBTYs. That's kind of the, okay, we've seen that, how do we upgrade it? And remember, you're getting yellow, so let's show it up close as well, because why not? Show you the quality of those diamonds individually so you're seeing every single stone and draping properly. That's the other thing, they don't flip, they don't turn, because when you just shake it out and then they're all going to drape, and obviously they're floating here, but just to show you here how one to the other, they're all those beautiful yellow diamonds consistently matched for you as well. This one's, I didn't shake that side out because I'm pulling it taut here, but you can see how gorgeous those diamonds are and how consistent and bright. That's why we set them in the yellow gold too, so you can really make out that yellow diamond natural beauty. And it's under $3,000, so it's not $29.99 as we go back to the hand here to show you another look at how they drape against the neckline. Or let's do this. I could even see you, I mean, look, listen, there's flexibility with the length, so if you wanted to, and this is something that I would only think of this time of year, but if you wanted to wear it as an anklet, usually an anklet is usually 9 inches. So I'm thinking, well, that's easily divisible by 18. So if you wanted to, because you have the flexibility of the lobster claw, if you wanted to wrap it twice around your ankle, I'm sorry, but that's the sexiest thing in the world to have an anklet with the draping of the diamonds. You could wear it even as an anklet. So this is just, I mean, summertime's here. So if you want to think about, okay, yeah, I could see that. I'm putting on the dress. I'm going on vacay. I want to try something a little different. Same necklace you'd be wearing out to dinner, but then you're going to the beach the next day and you're showing off the sandals and the pedicure and maybe the leg line is moved up. This is where you put twice, wrap it around twice, fasten that lobster claw, and you've got an anklet. So just a thought, but we're going to make it better than $19.99 as well, because the thought is you also need a deal. You need a value. We'll make it that value right now. It's not 19. It's not 15. 1 carat in yellow diamonds in a necklace, and it's under $1,499. This is probably the last time we see this necklace. It's not new. It's been here a number of times, but it is the lowest price. It is also last quantity. They're made up and ready to go, which means they go out to you on Monday morning. How about that? And we're going to go better than $14.99, better than $13.99. It's your chance, and I'll tell you versatile ways to wear it. Love when our jewelry can work for us. We work hard for our jewelry. Let the jewelry work hard for us too. And multiple ways to wear it, many different lengths, great giftable. Can you imagine giving yellow diamonds, 5 of them, to somebody you care for? What about $12.99? For the necklace, for the few we have left, and look at again how gorgeous that looks. I mean, white background doesn't do any justice to those stones. This is how we want to see it. That's what we're talking about. And guys, let me know, 45 minutes, we need requests. We need requests. This is Request Central. Tell me what you'd like to see today before we go. 45 minutes are all yours. You let me know what you'd like to see on the show. Would it be, you want to see more museum? Do you want to see affordable? Do you want to see recaps of what we've had? Another one gone, thank you. 2 gone, 3 gone. All right, so I'm down to 2 left. That's quick. All right, so let's do 60 seconds on the diamond necklace and we'll be moving on. I love the idea that a diamond necklace can be only $12.99. Remember, it's $12.99, so even better. So $12.99 on the necklace, and that'll be it on our 5-stone yellow diamond necklace. I do have a new aqua I didn't show you yet, so let me show you the aqua necklace after this, and we'll get you a great aqua deal. And then our tanzanite's here if you want it at $59.99, $12.99, yellow diamonds. They're only 2-tone gold, so you have no choice to make on the gold color because you're getting both of those gold colors. And yes, still, now we have 1 left on the band, by the way. 1 left. And remember, we haven't set them all yet because we didn't know. On any given day, you could have everybody choose white gold or some people would choose yellow gold. So 1 band I can make left from our 3-carat diamond band. All right, we're going to move on. And let me show you this aqua. We'll go back up close for this one because it's a new one. So I want to get you the close-up here of these gorgeous, actually, it's a very heavy chain yet again. Wow. One more time with these chains. This is a curb link like we saw earlier in a necklace, but that's already gone. This is another curve link chain, and I'm talking about the chain before the pendant because it's really good. But then you get the pendant, which has our Sierra Santa Maria Aquamarine. Keep calling on the yellow diamond necklace, almost sold out there. 1130947 on the Aqua Sierra Santa Maria. And deep color, it's got like that wishbone style around it, just creating that beautiful little hug for the way that the platinum in this case is going to wrap around your Sierra Santa Maria. The Sierra is 90 points, the diamond weight 5 points, and then 1 only, of course, and it's in platinum with a chain. Now the chain is lengthy, so I'm going to get you a measurement because it looks even longer than 18 inches. So let me go ahead and get you a quick little measurement on that, or maybe it is 18. Always good to check because they don't bother measuring stuff for me. And you know what? It looks like, you know what? I'm going to have to take it off and measure it out because I can't tell. So let me see if it's maybe, it might be 18, it might be 19. So let me do this. I'm going to measure the chain because nothing like doing that on live TV, and maybe it doesn't come off this pendant, which is also good to know. It doesn't. So I'm going to show you something else here very quickly, and then I'm going to get you a measurement. And here's the Paraíba because I got to go ahead and get a big like yardstick for this. So here's the Paraíba that I also did show you earlier. That's 1130979, but it's always good to know the length of your chain because you know what, especially now knowing that it doesn't come off this pendant. So we'll go ahead and figure that out for you as well. But this is a very, very important Paraíba. And we did show it earlier and just want to remind everybody of what this is all about as far as big Paraíba. 2 carats 80 is the size. It was 1130979. And by the way, the length of that chain, it is longer. It is really good. And it's still got adjustability, so we'll talk about that. But it is a 20-inch chain, so that's nice to know. 20 inches with an 18-inch option. So we'll show you that again. But this is the 280 with, we discussed this earlier, it's got 41 points and 64 points. So that's baguettes 64, Brown Brilliance 41, 105 overall. And just a reminder that that is going to be under $20,000. We don't see 280s for under 20. We see them usually around 50,000. This one's $19,999 for a super bright, super clean Paraíba tourmaline, and only just that one. I'm going to show it to you on, and well, you know, it's funny, Museum Masterpiece, they handed me a tanzanite the other day and said, that's Museum Masterpiece, and I said, no, it's not. We bring tanzanites every single day. And it's funny because this is a museum masterpiece as well, but a lot of you might say, no, because I see Paraíbas every single day here on this show, and we do. And so usually, you know, in my mind, museum masterpieces are pieces that are what you wouldn't find in a retail store and what you don't see every day here and what really is separated from everything else. And anywhere else, I think that would qualify as museum masterpiece. Well, we've definitely done the must-go part of the equation, and we've only got it for $19,999 for one collar, and look at the inside. Fully finished on the interior as well. So we put that under gallery. I'm going to try it on because this one's probably gone too. And it's so clean. And you know, the harder it is, it's the bigger you get, the harder it is to get clarity like that. There's not a flaw to be found. And these are unheated, untreated, all natural stones. There's no treatment. There's no heating. You can't burn off inclusions. You can do that in certain stones like sapphires and rubies. You don't do that in Paraíba. It's all natural. There's nothing outside of cutting and polishing. It's a rough material that's faceted and polished and then now set in this gorgeous ring. Here it is on the hand. Wow, look at that Paraíba. And we are very busy on the phone lines at current moment, so please bear with us if you're waiting. And we've got every operator busy with other shoppers here, but doesn't mean you don't call in. We'll be right with you. Want to get you in line for whatever it is you're looking for, and then we're going to show the aqua again, which does have a 20-inch chain. So we'll do that coming up, but that's $19,999 for the 280. All right, back to the wheel we'll go. Let me just also make a public service announcement because I've been meaning to do this for a while, and let me just tell everybody, and I know we're hesitant to say the words customer service, but I will tell you right now, for anybody, I'm just going to do a public service announcement here today. If you are looking for anything customer service related, like let's say you want to know, like you want to change those ring size, you ordered it in a 7, you decided you're a 6. If you have a customer service issue, customer service is unavailable during shows. We are here 3 hours Wednesday through Sunday live on the air, so customer service is not. Those are when they're not here. They're not here on the weekends either. Customer service, they work those normal hours, well, normal-ish. They work in the daytime hours of the Monday through Friday. So just going to say that because it'll save you a phone call during the shows. We like to free up the lines here also for our shopping callers here during the shows because, again, customer service is not available. So our operators here in studio with me, they don't have access to everything. They can't look stuff up. They can't look up status of orders or change ring sizes or things like that. So I'm just going to, it'll save you a call during shows because I know that's tempting. Oh, well, they're here and you're open and you're live now, so this must be when I call. Reserve those phone calls for the daytime hours, Monday through Friday. And it depends on your time zone, but it's during the day. So daytime hours up until the showtime starts, all right? So back to the wheel we'll go. Just want to let everyone know because I know that's always confusing, like, but it seems like now would be a good time to call. It's actually, unfortunately, we don't have access to all that stuff here during the shows because we've got, you know, operators placing orders. So yeah, that stuff's available. It's a different department, it's different folks, and they help you out during the daytime hours, Monday through Friday. So yeah, daytime, if the sun's out and it's a Monday through Friday, that's not federal holidays like Memorial Day, but other than that, you're good to go. So here we go with $19,999. Now the aqua coming back out to play. It does come with this 20-inch chain, which is a curb link. So this one coming with a very, very large chain, maybe just one you want to add because you love a longer length. Well, there you go. It can be 18 or 20 on this one. There is an O-ring. So 1130947, we're back to it. That is the platinum with the 90-point aqua. And then we have the really special chain, which is that curb link that has 5 points and diamonds on the one side, framing your aqua. And then, of course, our 20-inch platinum chain. Look at this. This is a really heavy chain. So not just because it's the density of platinum, but look at that curb length. So I know it's not the big chunky curb length like you would wear necessarily on its own, but it is a curb length. So we do usually box link chains or something in more of a rope style. A little bit more sophisticated to get that heavier chain, 20 or 18. There's an O-ring for 18, or you can wear it longer at 20. But that way it stacks beautifully with other things. And we're going to make this, $39.99 seems a bit of a stretch for me today. Let's do something a little bit different. And call me on the Paraíba. A lot of pieces from earlier are going as well. That's what happens in the last 35 minutes of the show. So take advantage of anything and everything. And let's blow this out for $1,900. You know what, skip 19. Let's go better than it, 19 or 18 or 17. We got the end of the show coming up. Let's go $16.99. Yes. Of course. Yes, that's always next. So let's do that. I finally got the size of the chain covered. Now we're going to show you on the hand so we can measure the pendant itself. And I love this longer chain. It's so cool to see 20 inches. We rarely see that. Here is, this is going to be a little more than a half, Jason. A little more than a half inch, not quite 5/8. That one's sold. Congratulations. One look at it on the neckline too, because that'll be the next question is, how does it look from a distance? There it is. So gorgeous color on that too. Very well done. Thank you very much. That curb link is fantastic. Let's go back to the wheel here. And then what I'm going to do is show you this diaspore pendant. We got a quick diaspore here. It's the color changing variety. 113-1109. Take a look at this. We've shown it all today. So again, requests are welcome. We would love to hear those requests. Whatever you got for us, we're here to help. But this is gorgeous, isn't it? And what we did was set it, the cushion cut square in an angle. So point of the stone is going to meet up with the bail there itself, which is leading down into that color changing diaspore, one of the rare one source stones of this world. Any one source stone would be considered rare, but then within the one source stones, there's a little extra rarity with the diasporic family. And this one is 208, 14 points in diamonds around it, and a little bit of polishing cloth. Let me see if I can get that out. Done. Good to go. And then all that stone is going to turn to a beautiful purple pink. It's a purple pinky red. And that is a really special color change to witness. Got a lot of champagnes and goldens and some of those subtle kiwi greens we love so much. And the entire pendant, watch this. And we are going to let you choose your chain because look at that, slide style, meaning all of that length of your bail, all available for your chain. So you can go a little bit bigger. You can go a little bit if your chain has a little larger finding on the end. If it's something where, yeah, you've got a little heftier chain you like to use for your pendant, you can see that nice wide opening you have there that's going to give you so much versatility to what chain you decide to use. Here's what it looks like from a distance away as well. And then we'll show you the length. Get you the length, get you the look on the hand as well as the details, the neckline, but let's get you the length of it top to bottom. Should be 3/4 of an inch. We'll resolve that and verify, yes it is. 3/4 of an inch from top to bottom. Imagine the beauty of going from one light source to another. Your pendant stays the same and suddenly your stone is changing with a light environment. How cool is a color changing stone to see and be a part of and to wear all the time and to enjoy all the time and going a lot lower than even. No, we're not going to ask for that $22.99. Back to the wheel we go. Big show tomorrow with diamond studs and many other incredible new items. You know how we bring it on Sundays, so get ready for a big old Sunday extravaganza, finale of the week, big moment. Also our last of our shows before all the new arrives. That's going to be a lot of new on Wednesday night. So big to-dos here on Wednesday and all next week. But let's go ahead and get you a really special opportunity here. Not 2,000. No, let's go even lower. $9.99, that should do it. Under 1,000, it's been a minute since we've seen under $1,000 items today. We'll make that one $9.99. And any gold you like, white, yellow, or rose is the opportunity there too. And then don't forget about that 280 Paraíba. Joanne, what were you taking earlier too? Because I'm about to do a recap. Did you get some earrings just now, a few minutes ago? No. I'm sorry? I didn't. Oh, she wants to see them, but I didn't. Oh, okay. What do you want to see? Sphenes? Yeah. Good thing I asked. Let me show them. All right. We'll recap the copper-bearing tourmalines and the sphenes from earlier. Who's that for? All right, Mary, come on back on the phone lines. I'll go ahead and get those for you. All right, let's do that. Just hold, please, just for a moment, because I've got some earrings to gather. And these are, actually, this is a really good, it was all part of a recap anyway, so it all makes sense. We're just going to show you, if you weren't with me in the first hour, I had a couple of really important earrings. Actually, it was a trio of pairs of earrings. We brought you Sphene, Mandarin, and copper-bearing purple Paraibas. So I'm going to show you a couple of them now. And this is a little recap, and we did this huge blowout price tag as well. Here's our 18 karat gold color change Sphenes. They're lovely. And I am so needing, guys, I have to invest in some new polishing claws, and I know that I ordered them and they haven't arrived yet. I don't know what's happening, but shipping seems slow across the country. I'm waiting on a few things. So they're taking extra time. But I've got to tell you, because only when you need something desperately does it take extra time. It seems like it's that way. But here we are, and I've got some new polishing claws to bring in. So I ordered my favorite kind, but they're coming from Europe. So anyway, they'll be here. But it's like every time I polish something, it makes it worse. So there's our color change Sphene earring, 113-1048. I'm just going to show these one by one here because I feel like they deserve the spotlight. And some pieces just do. You know, I put them on a wheel to give them one great blowout, but then it's really where you need to see it up close. You need to see them all on their own, appreciate what they're all about. This is really the way to do it. So I'm going to prop them up a little more centered here. Love that they're in 18 karat gold. They have the halo with the baguettes and the rounds. They are radiant cut Sphenes that are matched, and they'll change color from green to red. And they're given a lot of brilliance. There's 28 points in diamonds overall. And there's your close-up look. The post is going to be centered. So we'll show that to you as well, because there's the centering. So you could do east, west, north, south, or at a bit of a diagonal if that works for you. And the Sphene earrings are most affordable ones here. I had a Sphene earring that I didn't show you last night because I didn't like the price. Sorry, I kind of feel like I'm your advocate there. If it's not a price that is a value, no need to spend the airtime on it. That's kind of how the philosophy goes. And the Sphene earrings that I had that were brand new last night were $7,000, and they were not any different in size. So it just puts into great focus how really when you see a blowout price of a piece that's been here for a little bit of time, doesn't mean a problem. It just means that it needed a lower price. And this is where the blowout comes into effect, that's designed to give you that value that's going to make it more affordable than it's ever been and finally get it at home so somebody can start enjoying them and wearing them. That's really the idea here. So let's take a look at them one more time. Get you a better price tag, and they're $19.99. So there's that big blowout price we love, under $2,000. Now, I also have the really special purple Paraibas, which I'm going to show you next. Yes, the Sphene earrings are sold. Was that Mary by any chance? Does she still want to see the purple Paraibas? You got it. Oh, fabulous. Well, thank you, Mary, so much. Okay, so here we go. Sphene earrings gone. I'm going to go ahead and show everybody the purple Paraibas as well because, well, I think it was just a matter of earlier in the show, not everybody's always here. So let's show you the purple Paraibas. Here are the purple Paraibas. Now they're also sitting on their side. They're going to be upright. Those diamonds and the gold will be up top. So when you do have them on, that's what they look like. How flawless and how clean are those? 112-9236. Then there's a Mandarin pair to round it out. So we're going to show them next. But there's the purple Paraiba. They need the love. They need the up close. They need the attention and the spotlight. They really do. So Sphene earrings are gone. Now we're talking about purple Paraibas. $280 in the purple Paraibas. That's a carat 40 each. Then the diamonds. It's accents, but 4 points. One side of this kind of asymmetrical pear-shaped design, if you will. That's where your post is. And then we're going to do same price, $19.99 blowout on the purple Paraibas. Then our Mandarins are next, and the Mandarins are huge. The Mandarins are the shocker. The Sphenes, which are already gone, they're fabulous. You know that. But then there's the purple Paraiba, and the Mandarins are coming up next for their last look. And so I'm going to show these to you a couple of ways as well. Let's get you the length and the measurement and how they look on. Here they are, distance away. Here's the measurement on the earring. They're about 5/8. And I'll show one on the ear for you next. And then we'll do the Mandarins, which are more of a stud. This is a tiny bit more lengthy than what we see in the Mandarins coming up. So if you want to go for a little extra length, that's rare, rare, rare as can be. Here's what they look like on. So again, post is right where the piercing is. The tweezers are a little bit in the way there, but you can at least get an idea of the size there. So those tweezers aren't going to be there. They're prettier when they're on because you've got the post and butterfly backing as well. So that's what they look like from a distance. They're $19.99. Back to the wheel we'll go. Then I've got the fabulous mandarins coming out next. So $19.99 for purple Paraibas, carat 40 each. Yikes. Not a normal price for stones like that. And we like not normal when it comes to price discounts. Let's get to the mandarins coming up. They're bigger studs. They're a lot like what we saw earlier in blue zircons, if you were with me for that presentation. And then Jason, anything you need to see before we go? Last minute for requests, we are there. Purple Paraibas are here at the moment. Let's get the mandarins out here. Spoiler alert, they're the same price. They're $19.99 as well. This is all part of the trio. We're just showing the trio individually here. And 1129499. Because it's helpful, and these do this every time. They flip around because they're bigger stones than what we like to see sitting up close here. But that halo, 40 points in diamonds, it's 40. And then you've got the big mandarins, $296, almost a carat and a half in each oval. And they're $19.99, one pair. These will stay in the yellow gold though. They will stay in the gold color they're in, which means they're right out to you. They're fabulous, and I'm going to show them on the ear as well. We'll get you the measurement, do all the things. So here's what they look like. Probably a north-south setting is mostly how we wear a bigger oval like that. And then you see they are just under, I mean, it's just, well, they're a half an inch right there. They're right there at a half an inch. I'll pop one on the ear for you. Also a post and butterfly backing. Again, post is oriented towards the top of the oval, so they are really meant to sit like this. So there they are, and they're fabulous in every way. And how about that? They're carat and a half each. When do you see carat and a half mandarin garnets and they're under $2,000? That's so good. It's so good. Let's go back to the wheel and we'll get those out the door. So $19.99, that's it on our earrings. Again, sphenes are gone. Mandarins and copper bearing are here at the moment. Sure, Jason, we'll bring that out shortly for you. Stay on the phone lines. We'll have it right out for you. And that's going to be another request coming in. Thank you for those requests here at the end of the day. 25 minutes to go in the show. If you have any of the, I mean, I'm inviting everybody, each and every one of you, please come on in and give us those requests. Get them all in. We want to hear from you. Okay, here we go. Gosh, there aren't even a lot of pieces to recap today. That's for sure. A couple of zoocytes. We had some natural unheated. Oh, I know we got to show you. Let's show the fabulous parrot earrings again. Yes, we had little parrots in earrings. We had a couple of zoocytes, and that's about it. It's, yeah. Oh, and the $9.99 diamond ring we started the show with. Here we go. Here's the $9.99. I know, giving away the price tag here. There go the mandarins. Here's the diamond ring. The mandarins are here. They're just got to move off to the side to make way for this diamond ring in platinum, 1130395. Let me know. Mandarin garnet and purple Paraiba earrings are still here at $19.99 a piece. Please take what you can in those big time earring values. Here's our 87-point diamond cluster ring. Looks like a floral. 5 huge diamonds, 4 of the medium diamonds, all set together, giving you this classic look. That's one ring. $9.99 is the price tag. It was a $4,800 ring. Now it's under $1,000. We still have our $20,000 Paraiba. We still have our Tanzanite at $59.99. Our museum masterpieces are gone for the day. And here we go with last call on the entire show. Our big Sunday is going to include diamond studs in ovals and many, 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 many other beautiful brand news as well. What's the request? Yay, here it comes, Jason. I think this is it. Ooh, several requests. Oh, good. Big Tanzanites. 2 options. Hi, Christina. We've got a 1024 and a 1058. Does she like a pair or a cushion? Because this is the pair that I brought out just the other day. What was this? Wednesday night, I think, maybe Thursday. This is the big pear shape. Wow. We just had a big ring up there. And by the way, here's that little flower cluster ring on the hand really quickly. This is the one that does not fit me, but I'm going to make it fit. Take a look. Look at that. $9.99 for that ring. Platinum 87-pointer. Take that one now for $9.99. What a value. Let's go back to this Tanzanite. I got to zoom the camera back. Oh, do I ever. Let's go way back. Back, 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 back. Okay, so here is the big pair. That's the 1024, Jason, that has a carat 28 in diamonds. Just debuted it a couple of nights ago. If you prefer a cushion, might as well show them together here. If you prefer a cushion, there's a 10 karat 58 rectangular cushion that doesn't want to come out of its baggie here. This is the cushion, and it has a huge diamond weight, carat 10. So this is for, I hope Christina likes a big ring, because these are gigantic. Look at that. And the color, perfection. Saturation beyond. Which one we like. So we'll do 113. Actually, they're both 112s. 112-7716 first is the 1024. Carat 28. Here's where you're getting a slightly bigger stone, little less diamond weight. Slightly smaller stone, yes. Of course. Let's try them on together. That is the best way to do it. Side by side. Let me know if she has a preference on the orientation of the pear shape. But here's what they look like side by side. Oh, guys, we got to help Christina. How do you make a decision between those two? They both have, think about what they share. They both have diamonds down the shoulders of the ring, not just around the stone. This one, I think the biggest difference visually, besides the obvious, which is the shape of the stone, I think is the split shank here and the more narrow shank here. Little more elongated here in the cushion. It is that bigger stone, 10 carats 58, as opposed to 1024. So little difference there just in the overall length. I can measure them if she needs to. But this one, yeah, a little more anchored with that wider band. Plus they put the big diamond in between the split shank. And that would be a beautiful way to go. By the way, last one on our 3-row style in the band, by the way. 3-carat diamond band, 3-row style, 25 points each, $29.99. It's our last one left from the show. So I'll recap that too if it's still available. But look at this, pear shape or cushion. You let me know which one you prefer. Here are the price tags. Well, here you go. This one's going to be $54.99. That's less than I even auctioned it for the other night. And then this one's actually less. Well, go figure. I guess this one's just been here a little bit longer. Yeah, it has. This is white gold only, if that makes a difference. Jason, I can change the gold color on the pear. I can't on the cushion. The cushion's going to stay in the white gold. Let's do that cushion cut tanzanite, 1058. Again, larger stone. That was 7271. That's going to be $49.99. So $500 less for the cushion, but it's a little larger stone carat weight, and the diamond weight differs by 18 points. So not much. They're both giving you a huge diamond weight. 1085, the item number you're seeing now is for the cushion cut that's on my middle finger, and then you've got the pear shape for $54.99. So either way, maybe that price point, that makes it $500 is a difference, you know? Maybe you go with the larger stone. It doesn't make sense to do the larger, and it's 1058, not 1085, just FYI on the cushion. Cushion millimeter? Sure. Let me grab a millimeter gauge here really quickly. All right, and I'll do it right here live. Cushion millimeter. Widthwise, 11 millimeters. Lengthwise, 16 and a half. So it's an 11 by 16 and a half. And might as well break out the ruler here as well. Twisting and contorting here. The measurement as far as the ring on the cushion, 3/4 of an inch lengthwise. $49.99. Wow. That's pretty crucial. Which one would you like? Good. That fabulous platinum cluster diamond ring is gone for $9.99. Thank you. And then we've got our tanzanites. We're debating on those two. And then again, for measurement's sake, pear shape's going to be, wow, it's a little longer, 7/8. So yeah, a little bit more length on the pear shape. Okay, back up close we'll go. Jason, does she have it narrowed down? If so, I can just put the 1 up there and we can get a little closer. Okay, let's do that. Cushion cut, $49.99 for the cushion. Here we go. Look at that alone here. That's the 1058 that you're seeing the information on. There you go, 112-7271. $49.99, cushion cut's only 1. Sounds like, Jason, we might have somebody else on the cushion cut as well. Uh-oh, 1 only there, 1 only. Which one are you liking, Andy? Oh, I'm sorry, say it one more time, a little louder. The mandarin garnet ring, you got it. Let's bring that back. Mandarin garnet ring. We want to open it, you'll do, you got it. So $49.99 for that cushion cut. Again, pear shapes, $54.99. Let's talk about the mandarin garnet really quickly. We had a request to bring this back out. It is a piece we auctioned but didn't get the open earlier. Sounds like we may have it now. Item number is 113-1316. 1316, and congratulations again on the diamond ring. Cushion cut's verifying, so is the pear shape for that matter. Both of our big tansies are verifying. Don't forget, this has the yellow and the white diamond halo. Double diamond halo, really, really impressive. 2 carats 30 on the mandarin. 17 in the yellow diamonds, 34 points in the white diamonds, and it is $2,500 to open. Let's get that one home. I just think the brightest, most vivacious, I always feel like mandarins have a great personality to them. They do. They're the life of the party ring. They're the gemstone that walks in and announces their arrival just based on aura. Doesn't have to shout or scream because the color is so vibrant. It feels like it's the big personality piece. It's the one that, who's walking around with jewelry and gemstones of that color and that amount of neon? And $2,500, do we have the open officially, Andy? We do, wonderful. We've got the open. It's a revisit to an auction we ran earlier or tried to run. So we do have the open, and let me remind you, this was also beautifully finished on the back and the inside. So it's got the complete under gallery, and we're talking about $2,500 has been received. Well, we'll make it nice and quick and easy here. We got about 15 minutes left in the show. That's it. So not a lot of time to go today, and want to make sure that we continue, obviously, like we've been doing, getting a lot of last minute requests in. We want to keep that going. So please consider 15 minutes, plenty of time to bring out anything you'd like to see, maybe show you something as a little recap of something you've seen already today. Happy to do that as well, but $2,500 only. That's why we got the open. And now we're going to give it a final 2 minutes to see it out the door. So our final chance, final call is now. You've got another 2 minutes to jump in, and then it's over. And that is with the yellow diamonds and the white diamonds. Talk about a double halo upgrade. That's what this is. But again, it's tempting to put yellow diamonds. We've done it around a lot of things. There's some times where it just works, and then there's other times where it feels meant to be. It feels like the perfect combination, and I think this is it. Because look at it from a distance on the hand, and you'll see what I'm talking about. It is so like, again, this is a bright, happy piece. I don't know how you look at this and don't smile, or don't feel a little energized, or don't feel like, yeah, this is, I mean, every time you glance down, this is why I love rings. We get to see them all day long. We get to just stare at our rings all day. We don't get to say that for earrings and pendants and necklaces, but bracelets and earring and rings, you get to see all day long. You get to admire, and that's what's fabulous. And look at that, just feels happy. It feels like a little, maybe a big dose of happiness, a big dose of energy. It feels vibrant and fresh and fabulous and neon and fun and different and bold. And when do you see a 2 carat 30 for $2,500? We're going to give it a final 2 minute clock. That's it. We do have the open, by the way. We do. We had a request to bring it on back. We've got the open. You've got a final 2 minutes to dial in. It's only a $10 increment as well to get you in and potentially get you the win. And what a win it is. You know as well as I do, 2 carat 30 mandarins don't go for that price tag. They simply do not. As we take a look at it again, close up, yes. Sure, are you talking about the cushion? Tanzanite? Okay, did Christina get it? Oh, congratulations, Christina. Well, what we'll do is wait just another 90 seconds here. And we'll let this auction wrap up. And then we'll go ahead and try on her new ring. How exciting is that? She's got a new ring headed her way. So we'll show that coming up. And Christina, get ready if you're trying to like take a little, screenshot or a photo or something just to make the wait and the anticipation fly by a little bit more. And then we'll have that right out to you. But that one, and she was good with the white gold. Very good. All right, love it. So last call, 1 final minute left on our sunshine and gem form. Neon, bright, summertime fine, all of that in one incredible, incredible stone. No doubt about it. Looks fabulous, is fabulous. One of the rarest stones on the planet. Yes, it's a rare garnet, but it's a rare stone overall. And it's really challenging to get color, neon, and clarity like that. We see them a lot, but hey, out there, very scarce stone in general, really tough to find. The clarity that you're getting there with that stone where there are bright pops of yellow within the mandarin orange. So you get this mandarin orange color that's neon, but that's where with the clarity, it gives you those bright pops of yellow. So that's what makes that first halo just so beautiful with it together. And we've got our last call, 10 seconds. Who's getting the mandarin? Greg, thank you so much. It's official in 3 seconds. Once, twice, 3 times, sold to Greg. Thank you so much. Tony, I'm going to go to the hand here very quickly because we have Christina's new ring. So Christina, thank you so much for shopping with us. Please, I would love to hear from you when you get this at home. That was the big cushion cut 1058 with the 110 in diamonds. And that is now spoken for, and there it is one more time on the hand for you. Next thing you know, it'll be arriving at your door and you'll have it on your hand. So thank you so much, Christina. Enjoy that. And then what are we going to show? Oh, I have a kunzite to recap. Let's show you the kunzite from earlier. 113-1270. Here it is. Ooh, yeah. This is still... And I might have to grab the earrings from last night because those are worth another look too. Got to show you the earrings that we have. There's a really, really special pair of earrings that matches this kunzite. 113-1270 is the number. It's fabulous, and look at that. Very important, deep saturated color to this one here, and we'll blow it out. $19.99. It was here a little earlier. And then I've got the match pair. Now, if you're looking for something a tad bit more affordable, I do have a different kunzite that I brought you last night. It's a 267. Great color as well, different cutting. Cushion cut over there. You know what? That one's only $13.99. So either $19.99 for the right side and only $13.99 for the left side. And then we'll get you some earrings that go with either or. So we'll do that too. But yeah, there's a lot of fabulous kunzite that we've had in the recent days and never seem to have enough of them, but lucky enough to get to recap a couple of them for you here. So really, really special, isn't it? Very special. Okay, let's move on. So $13.99 or $19.99. It's the 1037 we had earlier, 113-1270. You can tell your operator I want the big Asher cut, or you can say I want the 267 cushion. Either way, this is the one that's $19.99. This was here last evening. That's 113-1308, and that is $13.99. So 2 wonderful choices. Either way you'd like to go, we got to keep it going. We got 10 minutes now, counting down. So here's what we'll do. The earrings really fast. You know, either way you go on the rings, I'll bring them forward for you, but look at that. Either way, the earrings work. The earrings look great. Any kunzite you have from us that's these neon Afghan stones, here's your match in an earring. Very tough to do a drop earring with bigger kunzites and make it affordable. We're doing that right now. 113-1328. Here's our drop earring, 18 karat gold. These are the fancy radiants. I know it's got the external perimeter of an Asher, but it's got that fancy radiant or princess-like cutting inside. Plus you're getting kite cut diamonds. They're very special. Kite cut diamonds, diamond rounds in the front. Great drop, 1 3/8 is your length. Oh, let's go for it. $26.99 for the earring drops you see here. I'm going to show you one on the hand here as well. Get you the measurement on the earrings, and then on we will move, and on they're going to go too. Look at that. Wow. 1 3/8, sure enough. Easy, easy closure. You just open up that hinge. It reveals a straight post. Look at that. They open nice and wide for you too. So easy on, easy off, easy access. And then we'll show them to you on the ear. And so you can see the movement they have. This is that piercing coverage, meaning you don't see the piercing itself because the post lower than the diamond. So here's what they look like from a distance away. Oh yeah. That is just, that's some bright, stunning purple, blue, pinky, orchid tones. It's got all those rich, saturated gemstone tones we love. And they're $26.99. Yes, $26.99. Go ahead, Jason. Okay, wonderful. Well, look at this. I've got it right here. And this is the 267 if they're interested in getting the earrings with it. This ring just sold, but we do have those earrings that actually work beautifully with the 2 carat 67, or now the 10 carat still available as well. If you'd like to get the Asher, I think works well too. So great, that ring is gone. Congratulations. And then the earrings will go back up close to, and they're $26.99. And then we still have the kunzite, that's the 10 carat 37 here. So the 1037 still available for somebody at only $19.99. So go figure. Some really big values in kunzite. Here's the ring, there's the earring. They look great together. So fabulous values, and we'll move on shortly here. We've got a few more minutes to go. We got about 7 minutes in this show. Mandarin garnet studs are still here, but everything pretty much, oh, I guess has not been a total kunzite day, because also one more thing that I have available from the show is the pendant. This was the East-West set emerald cut for $29.99, and really difficult to set up here, just because of the angle here, the way this is all set up. So there it is. There's the pendant for $29.99. So we do $29.99 for the pendant, which has the aqua. The big ring is $19.99, and the earrings, which have so much flash and fire to them. So $19.99 for the ring, $26.99 for the earrings, the pendant only $29.99 for that big size. Remember the size of the center stone? I'm calling that kunzite the center stone. 1811, 18 carats 11 on that kunzite with the 174 baguette cut in the Sierra Santa Maria. So that is our whole kunzite extravaganza from the last 2 shows. Very, very unique stones there. Gotta love those, don't you? I mean, it's just, the color is just so, I don't know, the color to me is just one of my favorites. I love the rich jewel tone. There's something about getting, I mean, if you're a pink lover anyways, something about getting the pinks, but with those saturated levels of purple with it as well. Those bright blue flashes also. Got a great color change sphene ring to show you. We'll do that as well. We've got a quick little end of the show moment here. There's a really, really special, you know that big star sapphire that sold earlier? I have a smaller one that's not small. And then I've got a really beautiful color change sphene. But again, this would be last call. We are in the final few. It's 5 minutes left. I just want to remind everybody that with the last little bit of show here that we have on our Saturday together, we have a big show tomorrow as well. And again, any questions you have on anything you've seen throughout the show, let me know now. Now is the time to get those requests in. We've still got time to show you anything and everything you'd like to see from the show today, or anything you've seen from last night that you want to see yet again. And tomorrow we're back, 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. Pacific. That's noon to 3. That's 1 to 4 Eastern. So noon to 3 Central Time, 1 to 4 in the afternoon for the East Coasters. And we got a crazy good show. Crazy good show. We're going to see oval diamond studs. We're going to see beautiful new. We're going to see incredible, maybe one museum masterpiece if I can convince. I'm going to hope that we can bring you one more big finale for our museum masterpiece must go. That's all tomorrow, but here we are with our kunzites. Let me show you this sphene ring as well, because we've got literally 5 minutes left to go. So not a lot of time, that's for sure, but watch this sphene come into focus here with this color changing Asher cut with the wider band in the solid gold. Let's take a close-up look. Lots of filigree, some diamond accents, rope texture on the top and bottom. And that is our 1130054. It's our last call here. Saturday coming to an end. Big finale tomorrow to our week. Wait till you see what we have got coming up tomorrow. It is just wild. What we're doing tomorrow is, I can't reveal everything. Got to tune in, be here, see it, find out, see all the really fabulous things we've been working on all week to bring our Sunday to incredible. It's a powerful Sunday, I'll tell you that. But we've got a really important sphene here, color changing variety, 91 point, light 1 carat, 7 points in diamond accents, but they're spread throughout this really heavy gold mounting. And yet we put all that together, and there is no way to make it for this price. That is $999. Just felt like, let's bring something affordable for the end of the show here. And then we move along and get ready for, yeah, diamond studs and much, much, much more. And I also want to recap the last of the diamond band here as well. So luckily we have one remaining on our diamond band. I'm going to show that to you one more time, which is the 3-row, first ever, oval diamond 3-row style. It's 1 ring, 3 rows in quarter-carat oval diamonds that look so much bigger than what they already are. So we're going to give that a last look before we go as well, which is going to be item number, I'll get you set up with that. It's going to be 113-1299. So we'll show that one more time before we go, because it looks like I've got one left, and they're not set yet because we never know how the white-yellow ratio is going to be on any given show. So we've got one more we can make in either white or yellow gold. But $9.99 on the Spain. Here's what it looks like on the hand. We've got only a few short minutes to go. It's now down to 3 minutes. So it's go time. Pick anything you'd like. The kunzites are still here. Here's the Spain. That's that wide band for $9.99. Amazing to do that amount of gold for that price. And that's really, really special. And then here we go with the diamond ring. Here's the diamond ring, the 3-row style. This is, again, 3 rows, 3 carats. 1 carat per row, 4 stones per row. That also means 12 stones overall, 25 points each. They're oval, so they look larger, don't they? And they are fabulous in this style, which gives you the 3-in-1. I mean, that is fabulous in every way because it's easy to wear. It sits properly. You get your true size. It fits comfortably and wearably. And here we go. A fabulous value. Last one we can make. White or yellow gold only. Let's blow it out for $29.99, which is quite the value when you consider most diamond rings would be, if you saw a diamond ring elsewhere for 3 carats in diamonds, they would be 1-point stones. There would be 300 1-pointers. They would be in probably some kind of sterling silver at this point. And I don't know how you're going to get that for $29.99. If they were 1-point individual diamonds set in a sterling or set in a plating. Here's what we're doing. It's last call on the show. That countdown is for the end of our day. And then we'll see you tomorrow at 10 a.m. Pacific time, 1 p.m. Eastern. Got a great show for you, but this is last call if you want that diamond band. 1 left and 1 left only. 1:30 left to go in the show. Join me tomorrow for an incredible Sunday. We look forward to it. This is $29.99. You can't miss it. Quarter-carat diamonds. These are the diamonds that are the average size of an engagement ring, and you get 12 of them. A dozen diamonds, 1 ring, true to size. Take a look, white or yellow gold. Either way, you want to go. Final minute left. Thank you for joining us today. Thank you for watching. Thank you for shopping. Thank you for enjoying all of our museum. Hopefully we'll have one very, very special museum masterpiece finale tomorrow. So that's going to be a lot of fun. And then, of course, oh yeah, not just tomorrow, but a lot of brand new coming next week, starting on Wednesday. So be with us tomorrow for a 3-hour finale to our week, and then wait till you see everything we're going to bring. So much brand new coming starting on Wednesday night, because we're not here on Monday or Tuesday. So you've got tomorrow to shop with us to finalize the month of May. And then we're going to be back in June with Wednesday night. And of course, what's new, what's new, what's new, what's new. It's going to be a lot of new. So that's going to be exciting as well. But last diamond band here for $29.99, white or yellow gold. Choose your favorite. Thank you so much again for being with us today. Pleasure to join you on this Saturday as always. We'll be back tomorrow, 10 a.m. Pacific, noon Central Time, 1 p.m. Eastern. And we'll kick off 3 big hours. We will wrap up the month of May together. We'll wrap up our week together. We'll do our big, I hope, our Museum Masterpiece finale. It's going to be so much fun. I'll see you then. For now, I'm Lauren Blair. Thank you so much for joining me. Enjoy the rest of your Saturday. I'll see you tomorrow, 10 a.m.